Hey, you guys. Ooh, I'm getting double audio. Are you getting double audio? Okay. Hey, Makey. Hi, Scott. Are you guys getting double audio? I'm getting double audio. That might solve it. Hopefully that solves it. Mickey, hello, Crystal. Once again, Crystal, thanks for modding. Hi, Shar. Okay, it was just me. I was getting double audio into my my monitor. So, Crystal, yes, I'm on. I think they can see me. Okay, so if you're going to misbehave, now's the time. Hello, Scott. I hope you're doing great. I am doing very well. It's extremely hot here today, so you're probably going to see me start sweating here pretty soon because I had to turn my fans off because they're too loud in the background. So where's my drink? I'm making the ultimate sacrifice for you guys. No air. Yeah, so if you're going to misbehave, now's the time. I can mod. It's a little easier for me to mod actually when I'm not playing a game. When I'm playing a game, it's hard for me to get out of the screen that I'm playing in. But I'm doing very, very well. I hope you guys are doing very, very well. Hello, Crystal. So because I haven't started a new game yet, I'm really not sure exactly what game I'm going to play next. I thought it would be fun to do some Mass Effect stuff. As you guys know, I haven't been out of Mass Effect for a while. I'm kind of ready to play Mass Effect again now, but although the big hoo-ha about Mass Effect has now died down. But I was kind of thinking it'd be fun to just take a look at some of the romance scenes or whatever that I have not played. Like, I never played Garrus. I know it's a really big deal. I never played Garrus. I never had Garrus. So I'm gonna watch this. I thought we could watch this this complete Garrus romance. It's through Naughty Gaming. It's not my own footage because I never played Garrus. And we can talk about it because I have a feeling Garrus. I think I remember you guys saying for a lot of you that Garrus is your ultimate. Hi, Muja. That's true, Mickey. Mass Effect never dies down. That's true. Yeah, I've only ever seen Garrus as a buddy. So I like this Naughty Gaming one because it's no commentary. It's just like all of every scene with Garrus throughout the entire thing culminating in his romance. So I thought it'd be fun to see it because I know that you guys talk about, I always look at Garrus as being like he's like a bro. Caden is my boy. I always romance Caden. So I don't know. Maybe I'll fall in love with Garrus. You guys can chime in and let me know what you think of the Garrus thing because you guys have probably all played it. I hope you're having a great day, Muja. So let's take a look at the Garrus romance and see what it's like. Hello, Rocco. How are you? Nice to see you. I've only seen that tango scene once, I think, and I saw it on YouTube. I've never seen it sort of organically as part of the game. I know it's a famous scene. I played Destiny. My nose, I've got this thing about my nose getting itchy every time I get on stream. I think it's because I'm super conscious about, when you're on camera, you have to be super conscious about everything you're doing. So you don't want to be like poking at your nose and stuff. So as soon as I get on camera, I have this compulsion to touch my nose. Scott usually plays male Shep, but when I do play female Shep, Garrus is my favorite. Crystal, I see it as developing a romance with your best friend, which for me is amazing to have a partner you're such good friends with. Maybe you shouldn't be eating char. I agree with that. The problem for me is that I see Garrus, it's not that I wouldn't want my lover or whatever to be a really close friend. I mean, that's the optimum deal, isn't it? Right. But I have a hard time making the leap from friend to lover with Garrus. He's such a friend that I don't know. It doesn't mean it's a bad choice. I think he's a great choice. But, I always pick Caden, and I think Caden is still a friend. I just think he's got a great ass as well. So, you can have both. Okay, let's take a look. Let me switch over to my other stream page here, and hopefully this will all work right. And so this is all going to be out of context because it's just the Garrus romance, but I'm kind of interested to watch. Rocco, I am playing my 8th playthrough now. Garrus is my best friend always. Yeah, I'm kind of the same way, Rocco. Garrus is always like my brother, my best friend. It's not that I couldn't be attracted to this sort of avian thing. It's not his looks. I just, I've got him so firmly friended that I have a hard time picturing him as other things. I know Caden gets hate. I don't understand why Caden gets so much hate. But I'm as reliable as rain. I like Alistair in Dragon Age. I like Cullen in Dragon Age. Sometimes Solus, but usually I do Solus for the story effect. And I like Caden. I'm very boring. I like, I don't know. Clearly I have a type. It must be your normal traditional male. I don't know. Oh, you're playing as a renegade, Rocco. I'm going to watch a renegade playthrough as well, actually, because like a full-on renegade playthrough, and maybe even a, bad decisions playthrough, because I have a really hard time when I actually get into those moments. I have a really hard time making what I know is going to be a shitty decision. Oh, I've never Fenris. I like Dorian too, but I never play as a male, so I've never had Dorian because I never play as a male. Shep and Garrus is the ultimate buddy cop relationship. See, I kind of agree with that, Shar. I adore Garrus, but I don't know if I can make the leap in my own emotional head from my best friend to a guy I'm sleeping with. But maybe I'll watch this romance and everything might change for me. Now I'm going to hit the sound and I'm going to hit this scene to go, and you guys tell me if you can't hear it. I think you should be able to hear it fine, but you know me.
Saren's hiding something. Give me more time. Stall them.
Stall the council? Don't be ridiculous. Your investigation is over, Garrus.
Commander Shepard, Garrus
Can you hear it?
I was the officer in charge of the CSEC investigation into Saren.
Sounds like you really want to bring him down.
I don't trust him. Something about him rubs me the wrong way. But he's a Spectre. Everything he touches is classified. I can't find any hard evidence.
And this is our first meeting with Garrus.
Good luck, Shepard. Maybe they'll listen to you.
I didn't tell anyone, I swear.
That was smart.
Dr. Michelle, but look,
No,
it's
if
every
Garrus comes
scene
around,
out of
you stay
context.
smart.
This will be a little
Keep
bit
your
weird.
mouth shut. Who are you?
Let her go.
Ah!
Perfect timing, Shepard. Gave me a clear
Hi,
shot
Ron.
at that bastard.
What were you thinking? You could have hit the hostage.
There wasn't time to think. I just reacted. I didn't mean to... Dr. Michelle, are you hurt?
No, I'm okay. Thanks to you. All of you.
I know those men threatened you,
Ashley.
but if you tell us who they work for, we can protect you.
They work for Feast. They wanted to shut
Okay, I have
me
to
up,
stop
keep
really
me from
quick.
telling-
I have a question. Who in the series would you have liked to romance that wasn't an option ever? Like, I think Rocco said he wanted to romance Dr. Chakwas. Hi, Cookie. Yeah, people think Caden is boring, but he is not boring. He exercises a lot of self-control. I agree with that. Caden is just a guy who has a good head on his shoulder. He has his shit worked out, and he's kind of a man's man. I don't have a problem with that. Kasumi would be interesting for sure. You wanted to romance the hot female doctor. That's Dr. Chakwas. That's two people, Dr. Chakwas. Kasumi would be interesting. Actually, I would never in a million years romance Reeve, but Rex would be interesting. I mean, I don't even want to get into how the sex would work, but the romance with Rex would be interesting. You got drunk if you took, but Kasumi is very consumed with her. I don't remember his name, but her former lover, her former partner. You wanted more from Kelly. Hi, Whitey. You wanted more from Kelly. You wanted more than just sex from Kelly Chambers? Yeah. Kasumi. Oh, God. It's like turning into an obsession to touch my nose.
Garrus about the Quarian.
What Quarian?
A few days ago, a Quarian came by my office. She'd been shot, but she wouldn't tell me who did it. I could tell she was scared, probably on the run. She asked me about the Shadow Broker. She wanted to trade information in exchange for a safe place to hide.
By the way, hello, Whitey.
Where is she now?
I put her in contact with Fist. He's an agent for the Shadow Broker.
Not anymore. Now he works for Saren. And the Shadow Broker isn't too happy about it.
Fist betrayed the Shadow Broker? That's stupid even for him. Saren must have made him quite the offer.
That Quarian must have something Saren wants. Something worth crossing the Shadow Broker to get.
She must have something that proves he's a traitor. Did the Quarian mention anything about
Uh-oh,
Saren
Whitey.
or the Geth?
That doesn't bode well
She
for
did.
what you were talking about
the information
earlier.
she was going to trade. She said it had something to do with the Geth.
She must be able to link Saren to the Geth.
I
There's
almost
no
made a
way
comment
the
about
Council
Fist
can
as
ignore
well.
this.
Time we paid Fist a visit.
This is
Let's
your
pay
show,
Fist a
Shepard.
visit.
But I want to bring Saren down as much as you do. I'm coming with you.
You're a Turian. Why do you want to bring him down?
I couldn't
I
find
love
the
the
proof I
default
needed in
Shepard.
my investigation, but I knew what was really going on. Saren is a traitor to the Council and a disgrace to my people.
Welcome aboard, Garrus.
You know, we aren't the only ones going after Fist. The Shadow Broker hired a
Still
Krogan
drying.
bounty hunter named Rex to take him out.
Yeah, we saw him in the bar.
A Krogan might come in handy.
Last I heard, he was at the CSEC Academy.
What's he doing there?
Fist accused him of making threats. We brought Rex in for a little talk. If you hurry, you can catch him at the Academy before he leaves.
Move out.
Okay, here's another question. I'm really sorry that I keep stopping this, but I have never played the game and not saved Caden. So I've never played with Ashley as a crewmate. I mean, she's a crewmate at first, but I always give her up at Vermeer, always. You think Nihilus would have been a better Turian romantic choice? Why do you think that, Shar? Are you just trolling? Oh, Whitey, I wish you lived near me because I'm kind of a, how do I put this delicately? I'm kind of a whore for stuff like this. I have 4 different Corsair keyboards in different sizes. I don't even want to tell you what I spent on all that, and hopefully my husband's not listening to the stream. I just switched out because my keyboard I've been using for a long time started repeating letters, double tapping, or double, whatever it was. It was repeating letters, so I'm using a different keyboard, but I could give you one. You switch equally between Caden and Ash. I never do. Well, I wonder why, Whitey, why you always save Ashley. Same reason I always save Caden, probably. Yeah, I would have romanced Nihilus. I just didn't see the reasoning besides why Nihilus is better than Garrus. Always.
Thanks for bringing me on board, Commander. I knew working with the Spectre would be better
Oh,
than
well,
life at CSEC.
it's a pointless
Have you
offer,
worked with
Whitey,
the
because I
Spectre
really
before?
can't, but I would have.
Well, no, but I know what they're like. Spectres make
Better
their
for
own
stuff like that
rules.
to be
You're free
used.
to
It
handle things
justifies what you
your
paid
way.
for them.
At CSEC, you're buried by rules. The damn bureaucrats are always on your back.
For the most part, the rules are there for a reason.
Maybe. But sometimes it feels like the rules are only there to stop me from doing my work.
Right.
If I'm trying to take down a suspect, it shouldn't matter how I do it, as long as I do it.
Oh my
But
God,
CSEC
just
wants
being in
it
this
done
world
their
again makes me
way.
sentimental.
Protocol and procedure come first. That's why I left.
So you just quit because you didn't like the way they do things.
There's more to it than that. It didn't start out bad, but as I rose in ranks, I got saddled with more and more red tape.
Ain't that the way it goes?
CSEC's handling of Saren was typical. I just couldn't take it anymore. I hate leaving.
I hope you made the right choice. I'd hate for you to regret it later.
Well, that's sort of
I have a question.
Why I teamed up with you. It's a chance for me to get off the Citadel, see how things are done outside CSEC.
He does seem kind of young, Crystal.
Either way, I plan to make the most of this.
And without CSEC headquarters looking over my shoulder, well, maybe I can get the job done my way for a change.
As long as you do your job well, you're free to go about your business as you see fit.
Right.
Thank you, Commander.
Commander, how are you?
Why did you want to be a CSEC officer in the
I'm a
first
yes
place?
on that question. Always.
That's a good question. There were several reasons, I guess.
Like what?
Probably the same as most officers. I wanted to fight injustice, wanted to help people.
Cookie, if I'm playing male Shep, I save
I guess my
Ash every
father
time.
had
If I'm
something to
playing
do
male
with it,
Shep,
too.
it
He
varies.
was
I never
CSEC,
play
one of
male
the
Shep.
best.
I really need to play
I
this
grew up
game.
hearing about
That's
his
what I should do on a
accomplishments,
stream
so seeing his
playthrough. Instead
picture
of just
on the
playing
bids
my
after a
normal
big
game,
arrest.
I should play a male,
He's taken
and I
my
should make
resume
different
pretty
romance
hard.
choices. That would be weird.
That's tough. But you'd think he'd be impressed
That'd be
you're
like
going
a
after
whole
Sarah.
new
My
game for
father's a
me.
CSEC man to the bone. Do things right or don't do them at all, he says. He thinks I'm being too rash, too impatient. He's worried I'll become just like Sarah. He actually talked me out of becoming a Spectre when I was younger, for the same reasons.
You were asked to be a Spectre.
Well, I was targeted as a possible Spectre candidate, me and about 1,000 other Turian military recruits. I could have received special training, but my father didn't like it.
He despises the Spectres. He hates the idea of someone having unlimited power with no accountability. He wouldn't like you, Commander. No offense.
I suppose I can understand his concern.
Yeah, if
You
you're going to
can.
put someone in an organization where they have
Saren's not gonna
limited
play
power, you
by
better
our
have a
rules.
damn
CSEC's
careful
rules.
selection process.
If you want to nail Saren, you need to send someone who isn't restricted by policies and procedures.
You're a quick learner, Garrus. We'll beat him at his own game. It's the only way to stop someone like him.
I
right
just think
behind you,
Default
Commander.
Shepard's so good looking. I can't improve on that face.
Commander, good to see you.
You've been with CSEC a while. Have you seen much action?
Well, not as much as you.
All right, we're going to have to sit through every
Yeah,
one
I've
of these
seen some
banter
really
scenes, I think.
interesting things.
I bet you have. Anything in particular that stands out?
I remember this
How
Solarian
do Krogan have
geneticist
sex?
I
Do
was
they
sent
lay
to
eggs, or is
investigate.
there an actual sex
That
act?
case
Maybe I shouldn't
was
be
a bit
talking about that on stream.
Disturbing.
What happened? Why were you investigating him?
I was tasked with tracking black market trade on the Citadel. Most of it harmless, nothing I
You're
would
too
ever
lazy
say.
to do custom faces.
But during the course of my investigation, I noticed an increase in the
I
trade
don't know
of
if this
body
person
parts,
went renegade.
organs.
This is literally just the
We usually
cutscenes.
get a few of those, but not the numbers I
We'll
was
find
seeing.
out. Does it
Weren't
affect
sure
the
if there was a new
cutscenes
black
for
market
the
lab,
romances?
or if some freak was harvesting organs from citizens.
You've
That's
seen
what I
this
thought. They
before on
lay
the
eggs.
Citadel?
Every so
I
often,
think, Cookie,
some
that a
lab
lot of
sells
people never
unwanted
use
parts
Default
through the black
Shepard. A
market,
lot.
but they're not as bad
Hello,
as the Sun.
Totes.
I remember this one L-Corps diplomat we caught in my first year on the job. He was
Sneaking a
hacking people
peek
up
while
and selling their
working.
organs
I'll try to
after
be
stationing in
quiet.
a bit of a panic. But this case wasn't that clear-cut. Turns out there was more going on than we first realized.
There are plenty of fanfics that discuss human Turian romances.
So how did you figure out what was happening?
First, we got a hold of a sample and ran DNA tests. The weird thing was, the match led us to a Turian who was still alive and was very convinced he'd never lost his liver.
I picture
After a bit of digging, we
Garrus
discovered
honestly
this
looking a bit
Turian
like a
worked
skeleton when he
briefly
gets
for
out
Dr.
of his
Saleon, the
armor,
geneticist.
though.
So we went to his lab hoping to find evidence of cloned organ development. But there was nothing. No Solarian hearts, no Turian livers, not one Krogan testicle.
I never remember that. Not one Krogan
What'd you do about the
testicle.
geneticist?
I brought in some of his employees for interrogation to see if I could get them to talk. While I was interviewing one of them, I came across something suspicious.
You mean threatening?
I haven't
Was
seen
that really
your Shep.
necessary?
That's true, Totes. She's
Maybe,
fine.
maybe not. Either way, it paid off.
I've seen some really
One
good-looking
of my
Sheps.
detainees
It just for
started
me,
bleeding
when I hear
profusely
Jennifer
trying to
Hill's
get
voice, I think of the
We
Default Shep.
offered to patch him up, and he got frantic, freaked out. I ordered a full exam to find out what was going on. Our medics found incisions all over his body, some of them fresh. That was our big break. These people weren't just Dr. Saleon's employees. They were test tubes, walking, living test tubes.
He was growing parts inside these people?
Exactly. They
Hi,
clone their organs
Ploppy.
right inside their own bodies.
That's
Then he
awesome.
harvested
You don't have the
them
reach
and
or the
sold them off.
flexibility.
Most of the victims were poor. He'd pay them each a small percentage of the sales, but only if the organs were good. Sometimes an organ wouldn't grow properly, so
She
we just
had
leave it
flexibility,
there.
but I had
Most of
reach.
them were a mess. only on the inside, hidden so nobody could see it.
I hope he got what he deserved.
You guys,
the
make
worst
sure you
part.
check out Ploppy
never
54's
caught
channel if you haven't ever. He's
Why not?
really
What the hell happened?
comprehensive
blew
coverage
his
on
lab,
Mass
grabbed
Effect,
some of
much
his
more
employees
comprehensive
and
than me
headed for
for
the
sure.
nearest space dock. By the time I found out, his ship was already leaving. He threatened to kill his hostages if we tried to stop him.
But you went after him anyway, right?
I ordered Citadel Defense to shoot him down, but CSEC headquarters countermanded my order. They were worried about the hostages, worried about civilian casualties. The ship was destroyed so close to the Citadel. I told them those hostages were dead anyway. He just used them to make more organs. But they wouldn't listen.
Well, you can't get them all.
She doesn't sound
No,
renegade
but
in the choices she's making
Letting
so
him get
far.
away like that. All they had to do was disable that ship, stop
Thank
him
you,
from
Crystal.
running. Maybe the hostages die, maybe they don't, but at least we stopped the bastard responsible for it all.
I suppose I can see
I
both
think that would be a
sides.
fun stream. I'll have to think
But
about
what's
that.
done
You
is
guys
done.
remind me
I suppose.
to do a
Can't waste too
Mass
much time
Effect
worrying about it
playthrough
now.
as a
Just
male
wish I could've
total
stopped it.
renegade, which is
That's
a
all.
total and complete departure
Do you have
from
any idea what
playthrough I've
happened
ever
to Dr.
done.
Saleon?
I haven't done a playthrough since my
I
dad
sent out
passed, and
feelers
it's
from
pretty
time
much
to
time to
time, hoping to
get
find
back on
something.
the Normandy.
I thought I'd found him a while back. He changed ships and changed his name to Dr. Hart, his idea of a joke, I guess. I told the military, but they weren't convinced it was him. I got the transponder
I think that could
frequency
be
for his
fun.
new ship, but I just can't get anyone to check it out.
It would be hard, though.
I'll
I'm
check
not
out
gonna
the
lie. It'd be
coordinates when I get
hard.
a
It'd be hard
chance.
to be an asshole to all
was
these
hoping
people
you'd
I
say
love.
that. But Commander, take me with you when you go. If it's Saleon, I want to
See,
be
you
there
play
when
always
find
play
him.
renegade. I make some renegade decisions for story purposes. I mean, you can make
Thank-
some, but
thank
generally
you for saving
speaking,
me
I'm
from
a
those
very
things.
honorable, nice Shep.
Commander, that's him. That's Dr. Saleon.
What? My name is Hart. Dr. Hart.
Is it floppy? I'll
Please,
have to
get me
try
out
it.
of
I'll have
here.
to play a male renegade. Never done
You
it.
sure it's him?
Positive. There's no escape this time, Doctor. I'd harvest your organs first, but we don't have the time.
I'd harvest
You're
your organs
crazy.
myself.
He's crazy. Please, don't let him do this to me.
This is my kill, Garrus.
You're all crazy!
You're all crazy.
What was
Wow,
that,
that's
Shepard?
that was cold-blooded.
Never hesitate when you've got the enemy in your sights, Garrus.
Point taken.
Okay,
well,
well,
I guess
that was
we're
a
done here.
straight-up renegade move. Scott is paragon to his crew, but renegade to everyone else.
Commander,
I'm way
can I
too
do
nice.
for
I'm clearly too much of a
Something
pushover.
bothering you?
it's Sarah. I'm starting to wonder whether we'll
Oh
ever
my
find
god,
him.
I forgot how many
He's always one
banter
step
scenes
ahead of
there
us,
are.
and he's got those
Wow.
damn geth.
We're getting close,
It's
Garrus.
nice to see the fem ship
We'll
has the
find
same crazy eyes thing as male ship.
I wish I had your confidence. I just can't stand the thought of him getting away with everything he's done. I know you're doing everything you can, and if anyone can catch him, it's you, but if there's anything else I can do to help, anything, just tell me what you want me to do, and I'll do it.
I
Here's a
understand your
question,
concern, but we
and
will
actually
find
Ploppy
him.
knows this. I
Just
think
make
I know
sure
the
you're
answer
ready
to
to
this,
go
but
when
did
we do.
Saren become
Yes, ma'am.
evil out
You
of
can
an
count on me.
overabundance of a desire
Thanks
to
for
be
hearing me
good,
out. I
and he just
appreciate
let power run to
Can I
his
ask you
head,
something,
and then,
Commander?
you know, it snowballed.
What is
He
it?
thought he could work
Are
with the
you
Reaper, and then it just took
worried
him
that the
over.
Council might be
Was
protecting
he, for a
Sarah?
long period
I mean,
of
they were
time,
really
a good
dragging their
Spectre, or
heels
was he
before.
always an
What if we
asshole?
find him, bring him back to the Citadel, and they refuse to act?
Char, the problem
You
with
seem to have
Renegade
some
and Emmy
thoughts on
1 is the
this.
choices just
Speak your
don't make
mind,
sense. In 2 and 3,
Well,
the choices are
maybe
more
we should
just
give them a
hard-ass
chance,
kind of
Commander.
responses, but in
In my
Mass Effect
opinion,
1, they are
Saren's too
downright
dangerous to
psychotic.
be
See, I
kept
don't know. I
alive.
never make the
Too much
Renegade
could
choices
happen.
in Mass Effect
He could
1.
escape, or the Council might let him go. If we find him, when we find him, I say we make sure we stop him permanently.
With the novels, it seems he was always a racist. You're talking about Saren.
It'll depend on the situation. I'm not committing to anything until I've got him in my sights.
Fair enough. Either way, I'm right behind you, Commander.
I haven't read the Mass Effect
Commander,
lore in a really long
I
time.
wanted to thank you
What for, Garrus?
for everything. Taking me with you, letting me be part
Let me
of your
thank
team.
you. Let me show you
I've
my
learned a lot.
gratitude.
Thanks, Commander.
You're welcome, Garrus.
Totes, what is the hair color of your Shep?
Archangel?
And does she have these cute freckles? Crystal says, I feel like Saren was always trying to save his people, but he was always xenophobic. Ploppy, he's always a power-hungry asshole, but I do believe he thought he was trying to do his job. Raven black. Not just black, raven black.
Shepard. I thought you were dead.
Garrus! What are you doing here?
Just keeping my skills sharp. A little target
Become
practice.
Archangel.
You okay?
Been better, but it sure is good to see a friendly face. Killing mercs is hard
Look,
work,
his armor's not
especially on
damaged
my
yet.
own.
What are you doing out here on Omega?
That is an extremely
fed up with all
astute
the
point,
bureaucratic
Scott.
crap
In the
on the
very best
Citadel.
fiction, the villain doesn't see
Figured I
themselves
could
as a
do more
villain.
good on my own.
Otherwise, they just
At least
become
it's
a
not hard to
cartoon.
find criminals here. All I have to do is point my gun and shoot.
How'd you manage to piss off every major merc organization in the Terminus systems?
It wasn't easy. I really had to work at it. I am amazed that they teamed up to fight me. They must really hate me.
Since when did you start calling yourself Archangel?
It's just a name the locals gave me for all my good deeds. I don't mind it, but please, it's just Garrus to you.
You nailed me good a couple times, by the way.
Concussive
will be
rounds
anyway.
only, no harm done. Didn't want the mercs getting suspicious.
Uh-huh.
If I wanted to do more than take your shields down, I'd have done it. Besides, you were taking
Yes,
sweet
Poppy.
time. I needed to get you moving.
You treat
What we got
your
here?
mentor to
I don't
Garrus,
think
and his
getting out will
personality
be as
changes
easy.
depending on how you treat him.
No, it won't. That bridge has saved my life.
Poppy,
funneling all
have you
those
played
witless
the
idiots into
entire
scope.
game as a male,
But
as a
It
female,
works
as a
both ways.
paragon, and as a
They'll
renegade?
slaughter us if we try to get out that
Or do you
way.
always play as a
So
male?
we just sit here and wait for them to take us out?
It's not all that bad. This place has held them off so far. And with 3 of you, I suggest we hold this location, wait for a crack in their defenses, take our chances. It's not a perfect plan, but it's a plan.
Sure, yeah,
How'd
I
you let
liked that
yourself
about
get
the
into
elusive
this
band in Mass
position?
Effect 2 because
My
he often
feelings
made a
got
lot
in
of
the way of my
sense,
better
but it
judgment.
wasn't just some
It's a
James
long
Bond villain
story.
character.
I'll make
Unfortunately,
you
they
a
kind of
deal.
went that way with...
You get me out
yeah,
if you're
the more
alive,
interesting
and I'll tell you the whole
villains are
damn
always
thing.
villains who have some redeeming characteristics and reasons
If we
why you
fight
would
as a
like
team,
them,
we'll hold
and they
them
don't
off.
see themselves as
You're
evil.
right.
It's
Their
they're
numbers
much more
won't help them in
rounded.
here anyway. Let's see what they're up to.
Poppy's done it both ways, both genders. I figured you probably would have.
Looks like they know their infiltration
I need
team
to catch
failed.
up because I have not.
Take a
I'm a
look.
very single track person.
Scouts. Eclipse, I think.
I'm gonna have to cheat on Caden if I play.
That looks like a
different
lot more than
character.
scouts.
Indeed. We better get ready. I'll stay up here. I can do a lot of damage from this vantage point.
Yeah.
You can do what you do best. Just like old times, Shepard.
You want something done properly. All right, let's see how you handle this, Archangel. Go!
Damn it. They're sending out the heavy mix.
Yeah,
That
this
problem
is
should
why
take
it's
care of
gonna go
itself.
right
You're kicking ass, Shepard. They barely touched me. And we got Jareth in the
now.
process.
That's the problem, Poppy.
Been
I'll have
hunting
to do it
that
on
bastard
stream
for
so that you guys
months.
hold me accountable.
Why were you after him?
He's been shipping tainted Ezo all over Citadel space. Half the goods I seized back at CSEC came from his team here on Omega. I took out a big shipment a while back and killed his top lieutenant in the process. Not surprised he decided to work with the other mercs after that.
We've still got
I
blood
think
pack and
Sharon
blue
wanted to
suns
use the
left.
machines and her
Think we
guns
can
to
make
work
a break
together,
for it?
but the mind
Maybe.
control thing that screwed him up.
Let's see
Same
what
thing with the
they're up
elusive
to.
man kind of. That's probably a good point. It makes them more
Reinforce the other
in-depth.
side
It gives them
heavily,
character depth,
but they're not
if
coming
that's
over
true.
the bridge yet. What are
Because
they
like Shar was
waiting
saying, nobody wants a James Bond villain. They're really not that interesting.
What the hell was that?
What the hell was that?
Damn it. They breached the lower level. Well, they had to use their brains eventually. You'd better get down there, Shepard. I'll keep the bridge clear.
Kasumi.
Let's split up 2 and 2. Keep one of my team here.
You sure? Who knows what you'll find down there?
Kasumi, stay with Garrus. Keep him alive.
But I was looking forward to crawling around in a dark basement.
Thanks, Shepard. You better get going.
We're on our way.
Go down a level. The basement door's on the west side of the main room
I
behind
know,
the
Crystal,
stairs.
it's not really
I'll
cheating
radio
on Caden,
directions
but
if you
you
need
know,
help, but
I
you've got to
adore
get down there
Caden.
quick. Get back
I
here,
never started a
Shepard.
romance with
Coming in
another
through the
person
door.
For Horizon, in my opinion, Caden ends the romance in that scene, so I'm free to romance others.
Rip them to
Oh,
shreds!
by that definition, I have cheated on Caden because I always
Watch my
do
back.
Thane.
I'll deal with
But
Archangel.
Caden breaks up with you. If you're not with somebody, then you're not cheating on him, right? The one absolutely correct and necessary
Thanks,
renegade
Shepard.
response
They
from
hardly got
friendship
through
at
to
ME1
me.
is when she
And we
first
took
meets
out Garm and
Harkin.
his blood pack. This
The
day
renegade
just
choice
gets
is
better and
something
better.
like, if you call me
He was
princess
one
again, I'll
tough
take
son
your
of a
teeth.
bitch.
I don't remember that at
You
all.
fought with him before?
Yeah, we tangled once. Caught him alone, none of his gang.
Actually, I've never had Kasumi at
Still
this
couldn't
point
take him
either.
out.
I
Never seen a
clearly are
Krogan
playing
regen
these
that
missions in a
fast. He's a
different
freak
order.
of nature. He just kept at it until his Vorcha showed up. It was close, but I had to let him go.
Do you
Not
guys
this
usually
time.
have Kasumi at this
Only
point?
the
Because
blue
yeah, Scott
stones are
makes a good
left.
point.
I
I
say
never
we
have
take our
had it at
chances
this
and
point
fight
either.
our way out.
I think you're
Not
right.
this early.
Tarek's got the toughest group, but nothing we haven't faced before. Besides, he won't be expecting us to meet him head on.
Oh, now I feel bad, Crystal. You're 100% right. I always romance Shane or Thane. I love him, even though it's a doomed romance. So, but you're not with him then. You're not with him. It's like a 3-year period, I think, where she's not with him. But in 1 and 3. Oh, there's Garrus in his blue blood.
We're getting you out of here, Garrus. Just hold on. Radio Joker, make sure
Crystal,
they're
I
ready
also
for
use
us.
renegade
He's in
action
bad
for the
shape.
Admiral in
We
the
need to
Mass
get him
Effect
out of
3 who
here.
starts shooting the ship I'm on before me and my team are safe. He deserves a punch in the gut. Andy, to me, the Horizon scene is the end of the Caden
Commander,
romance, and then to have him
we've done what we
accuse
could
Shep
for
of cheating in
Garrus,
3, even
but he
if
took a
you're
bad
continuing
hit.
with Garrus, that made me bad.
The doc's corrected with surgical procedures and some cybernetics. Best we can tell, he'll have full functionality, but
Shepard.
Okay, I'm going to stop this for a second. I do feel a little bit bad for Caden, though, because after the opening scene of Mass Effect 2, which that opening play is, in my opinion, the most impactful opening scene of a game I've ever seen. I was shocked when that game came out and I watched that. I just couldn't believe it. That was so impactful. Okay, but having said that, Caden thinks you're dead. He thinks you're dead for a long time, and there's no indication in the game that Shepard makes any attempt to let Caden know she's still alive, which I find a little bit kind of heartless. I mean, the guy is in love with her, thinks she's dead, and spends like 3 years mourning her, and then he runs into her kind of unexpectedly. You don't blame him for being kind of pissed. But yes, that opening scene in Mass Effect 2, in my opinion, the most impactful opening scene of a video game I've ever seen. Not that I've played a crap ton of video games, so if you know a better one, tell me. Ploppy, of course you have Kasumi. First thing you do
Didn't
is
think
head to the
he'd be up
Citadel.
yet.
Anderson sends me, he wants to
Nobody
talk to
would
me, and
give
then
me a
tells me he
mirror.
can't
How bad
tell
is
me
it?
anything whilst I'm with Cerberus.
Hell, Garrus, you were always ugly. Slap some face paint on there and no one will even notice.
Oh, don't make me laugh. Damn it, my face is barely holding together as it
poor
is.
Garrus.
Some women find facial scars attractive. Mind you, most of those women are Krogan.
Well, that's true, Crystal. But I mean, to not
Frankly,
let him
I'm
know
more
you're
worried
alive
about
for
you.
like 3
I've heard
years is
bad
pretty
things
cold.
about Cerberus these past few years.
That's why I'm glad you're here, Garrus.
I'm gonna
walking
defend
into
Caden
hell.
no
I
matter
want
what,
someone
Andy.
I trust at my side.
You realize this plan has me walking into
Caden
hell,
wasn't in
too.
love with your Shep because she told him to go where the
Just
pepper
like old
grows when he
times.
first started making
I'm fit for
pepper
duty
at her.
whenever you need
See,
me,
that's the
Shepard.
difference.
I'll
You're
settle in and see what
raven-haired
I can do
beauty,
with the forward
probably
batteries.
romanced. I don't know. Who did you romance, Toads? Garrus?
Shepard, need me for something?
What can you tell me about the Normandy's armaments?
Looks like Cerberus upgraded what the ship carried before. Should have a bit more kick. I still don't like our chances against a collector ship, though. Not unless we upgrade the guns.
Caden was very in love
Have the
with my
Cerberus
Shep.
crewmen given you any trouble?
I think being part of the team that took down Saren got me some points. Everyone I talked to was polite anyway. Don't worry, Commander. We're all working together.
Have you got a minute?
Sure.
I like
Just
how
checking
she's
the weapon
on the
systems.
ship. She's wearing
You
her
can never be
tight
too
leather
careful.
dress. Just
I thought I'd seen
running around the
every
ship.
weapon in the
That's
galaxy
so
in our fight
unrealistic.
against Saren. Mercenary work showed me otherwise.
Hi,
and now
Suzanne.
Cerberus rebuilds the
Welcome-
Normandy
you're
with
welcome
a few
to lurk.
upgrades to boot. I wish we joined up with them sooner.
We're not with them.
You sure you're okay working with Cerberus?
I can't exactly doubt your judgment. Not after I got my own squad killed.
That's not exactly a
What did your
ringing
merc
endorsement,
squad
though.
do? Didn't sound like you were available for hire.
You saw Omega. It was full of thugs kicking the helpless. I formed my team to kick back. We weren't mercenaries.
I love how Totes said
At
he can
least
go where
nobody
the
was
pepper
paying
grows,
us.
which is
We made
an
money by
expression
taking
that
down
I only
slavers,
know
pirates,
because Totes
or
explained
gangs
what
that
it
went
means.
too far.
Although the implication is
Doesn't sound like
obvious.
you made any friends with the gangs.
I got 3 separate merc bands to work together to take me down. My manager at CSEC would be impressed. It was simple. We'd hit their shipments, disrupt
Exactly, Crystal. I
activities,
only put
get
that
under
dress
their
on when I have
skin,
to.
make them angry.
For the
They'd come
dates and
charging
stuff like
right
that.
into our well-prepared kill zone, crossfire and snipers.
Contrary
clean
to what a
and
lot of men
surgical.
think, women
They
do
never
not
stood
walk
a
around
chance.
on their own volition in
It sounds
tight
like you
leather
were just
dresses
another
and
gang.
5-inch stilettos.
Then I'm saying it wrong. We didn't shake anyone
if they
down.
do, there's something wrong
No
with them.
civilian casualties.
IMO.
That was our rule. Every member of my team had lost someone to Omega's gangs. We weren't out to get rich. We were out to make those bastards think
Oh,
twice
Liara,
before
of
murdering
course,
someone in the
Liara.
street.
I love Thane.
How'd you end
The
up fighting
sensitive
mercenaries
poet
here on
who's
Omega?
doomed,
After the Normandy was
but is
destroyed,
also an
most of us
assassin.
went our
He's just a
separate
super
ways.
interesting guy.
CSEC asked me back, but I turned them down. Omega was filled with criminals nobody else could touch. And there was no red tape to slow me down. It was a perfect fit. People here needed someone to believe in.
Fit. She
Someone to stand
had
up to the local thugs.
flexibility by, had reach.
That explains how you started. How'd you end up with a squad?
Not too different from how you formed your squad to fight Saren.
I know, it was a
actually.
statement of the obvious.
You prove that
Blondie.
you get things done, and people join up. Mercs who wanted to atone. Security consultants tired of playing by the rules. I gave them hope.
Of course you are, Crystal.
And now they're dead.
That's what I'm wearing from
Shows
here
what I-
down.
Tell me about your squad.
There were 12 of us, including me. Former military operatives, CSEC agents, the usual. Had a Saleon explosives
had a
expert.
thing
Pretty
with
sure he'd
Thane.
spent time in the Special Tasks Group. My tech expert was a Batarian, believe it or not. Not the friendliest guy, but he could hack any system ever built.
How did those mercenary gangs take down your team?
Okay, so do Turians also lay eggs? I
It was
mean,
my
they're
own damn
avian.
fault. One of my people betrayed me. A Turian named Sidonis. He drew me away just before the mercs attacked my squad. Then he disappeared. Everyone except me is dead because of him. And because I didn't see it coming.
I'm not sure I understand. What happened exactly?
Sidonis asked for my help on a job. When I got to the meeting point, nobody was there. By the time I got back to our hideout, the mercs had killed all but 2 of my squad. And they didn't last long.
You sure it was a betrayal? Maybe they took Sidonis out first.
No. I put out feelers with some old contacts. He booked transport off Omega just before the attack. He also cleared out his private accounts before he left. He sold me out and ran.
Do you know where Sidonis is now?
No. His trail vanishes after he leaves Omega, but I'll keep hunting. I lost my whole team except for Sidonis. One day I'll find him and correct that.
Better question, why do only female Turians lay eggs?
Thanks
do
for
they have
coming by,
contact with male
Shepard.
Turians
I've
to
got
do
some
so,
things to
or do
take
the
care
male
of.
Turians fertilize the eggs once they get laid?
Shepard, I'm
laid
glad
or
you
get
came by.
laid?
I've got something. I may need your help. You remember Sidonis, the one who betrayed my
Wouldn't
team?
they get
I
laid
found a
and
lead
then
on him.
lay a fertilized egg?
There's a specialist on the Citadel named Fade. He's an expert at helping people disappear. Sidonis was seen with him.
What happened?
I mean,
How did
birds,
Sidonis betray
yeah,
your team?
they get laid and then they lay.
He tipped off the mercs, told them where our base was.
I'm gonna get knocked off the channel.
He drew me
There are
out
many
with a
theories-
false
oh,
job,
yes.
then let the mercs hit my team. My men weren't prepared. They tried to hold them off. By the time I got back, there were only 2 survivors. They didn't last long. All 10 of them dead. Because of him.
What are you planning to do when you find him?
What do you think?
You humans have a saying. An eye for an eye, a life for a life. He owes me 10 lives, and I plan to collect.
You sure that's how you want to play it?
I'm sure.
Now, be
I don't
curious to
need you
see
agree
what
with
scene
me,
they
but
what
I'd
they
like your help.
chose when that scene rolls
Where do we
around.
find
Does
Fade?
she let him do
I've
it?
arranged a meeting. We'll meet him in a
Well, that's the
warehouse near the
renegade
neon
choice, isn't it?
markets
And
down
that, isn't
on
that a
Zakara
pivotal
Ward.
moment for him,
Thanks,
whether you
Shepard.
let him
I
kill
appreciate you
or
taking the
not?
time to help me.
Maybe they
You'll
lie
have-
about getting laid and lay eggs.
Yes, I see the problem already,
Turian
Commander
biology
Shepard.
would be interesting.
My console says you're dead.
Look how young Captain Bailey
Your
looks.
sergeant said you could help with that.
Usually you'd have to go through the station security administration to reactivate your IDs. Then
Clearly
to
Captain
customs and
Bailey's been
immigration to
using
regain
hair
access
because
to the
he's got white
Citadel
hair and the
itself,
other.
and probably a stop by the Treasury. Spending a year dead is a popular tax dodge. But I can see you're a busy woman. So how about I just press this button right here, and we call it done?
You're not big on formalities, are you?
I'm with them right
I
up
hope she's
until
not
they
wearing
keep
that
people
helmet the
from
whole
doing their
time.
jobs. There. I just saved you about 9 days of running around. That
Yeah, I don't
said,
disagree
you
with you,
should head
Crystal.
up to the Presidium and tell them you're still
I don't
alive.
like the cutscenes with the
council
full helmet
probably
on.
wants to talk to the one who saved their scaly asses.
I will.
Thane?
Having access to the
Hello,
council
Thane.
and the Spectre's resources would be useful.
Yeah. The council can get anything. Best thing about working CSEC is that any equipment, information, or money you need, you get. Anyway, something else you need? Or can I get back to work?
I'm trying to find a local forger. He goes by the name of Fade.
Yeah, I know him. The alias, anyway. He's been a thorn in the network division's side for the last year. He works with the Blue Suns.
Where can we
I
find him?
can't. I just don't
Yeah,
picture
if I knew
Captain
that,
Bailey
he'd
with
be in a
brown hair,
cell.
and brown eyebrows.
Best I
Toad,
can
it's
do
true,
is
but
put
some
you on the
lizard species
trail.
lay eggs,
There's
and
a
then the male
warehouse
partner
in the marketplace.
comes and
Some of
yep,
Fade's
he sprays his
contacts
love
work
all
out of
over
there.
them.
Go ask them some
The
questions.
Turians. I thought the
Gently,
Turians were
of
considered
course.
avian.
Why haven't you been able to catch him?
Exactly,
Whoever he is,
Crystal.
he's damn
I mean, I
good
use
at
the
avoiding
default
CSEC.
ship, and I still
I
hide
think
my
someone on
helmet
the
in all the
inside's
scenes
feeding
when I
him
can.
information. Either that, or he's got access to our databases and comm channels. I don't know which is worse. But you're outside CSEC. Maybe you can nail his ass.
I don't think you're like that.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that helmet anyway. Here's another question. I don't know if Ploppy's still on the channel, if one of you knows, but do the Krogans have a giant camel hump behind their head? Is that what that
Fade?
big dome thing is for?
You're not quite how I imagined you.
Looks can be deceiving.
Looks can be deceiving.
So, which one
Sorry,
of you
that may
wants
have
to
been annoying.
disappear?
I'd rather see you make someone reappear.
That's not the service we provide.
God, they always sound
Make
like
an
they have a horrible
exception.
stuffed up sinuses.
Just this once.
Damn it! Quick! Shoot them!
Well, that was a renegade choice.
Too slow.
Too slow.
Why do I even bother?
These
We're
dudes
looking
are
for
funny, those
someone.
little beach
A
balls.
client of yours.
Not mine. I'm not Fade.
Yeah,
I
I
just
thought. I
work
think
for
they have
him.
a hump there.
Sort of.
I knew it.
Well, then maybe you'd like to tell us where to find him.
I almost made a terrible
Yes,
Fergie joke.
of
but I
course.
won't.
He's in the factory district.
Yes, they store resources
Works
there
out of
because
the
their
old
environment is so
prefab
harsh.
foundry.
The size of the hump is the source
know
of
the
pride
place.
for them. You men
Oh,
and
he's
the
got a lot
size
of
of
mercs
your
there.
hump.
Blue Suns. Harkin thinks they're protecting him.
What do the Blue Suns have to do with this?
They use his services to help their people infiltrate businesses and various organizations here on the Citadel.
Bastard. He's using CSEC to help those scum.
Bastard.
No. Well, not really. He got fired from CSEC a while ago, but he still knows the systems.
Interesting. But it changes nothing. We still need to find him before we can get to Sedonis.
Yep.
Well, let's go pay Harkin a visit.
We'll need to go to the transit station. I can get us to him from there.
So
What do you think they look
I
like
can
if
go?
you take those uniforms off? I picture them looking like
Sure,
a
but
big
if we don't
version
find
of the
Harkin, we'll be
Bladdermen
back for you.
in Stray.
oh, good.
A little bit. But kind of naked and pink and plump. Maybe a little bit sweaty. That's what I picture. Okay, so, oops, I didn't see it. They haven't picked, they're missing two squad members still. Hello, Duchess. How are you? They look like moles. but pink naked moles. How you doing, Duchess? I hope you're having a great week so far. We're watching Garrus put on his A game to get lucky
There
with
he is.
Shepard.
Shepard?
Shepard.
Don't just stand there. Stop them! Stop them!
Alien moles.
Run all you want, Harkin. We'll find you.
So Harkin's finally gone completely bad.
He was always a pain in the ass, but I'm in no mood for his games. If he doesn't cooperate, I'll beat him within an inch of his life.
You seem to be getting tense, Garrus.
Harkin may know why Sidonis wanted to disappear. If so, he knows why we're here, and I don't want him tipping Sidonis off.
I see her, Toads.
Did you see that?
I saw something.
He's getting ready for us.
What are you gonna do to Harkin if he won't cooperate?
He's a real criminal now, working for the Blue Suns.
Damn
Should just
work.
shoot him on sight, but I need him alive, so I won't
It
do
gets
any
in the way of
permanent
so
damage.
much stuff.
Just enough to loosen his
I
tongue.
have books to read and
You
games
don't
to
need
play.
to
I
hurt
don't
him
have
to get
time
what
for
you
work.
want.
Don't worry, Harkin's a coward. He'll talk long before I can really hurt him.
What do you think Harkin's got waiting for us in there?
Not sure. It looks like an industrial complex. Heavy machinery. Could be anything.
No, she's
Something's
good looking,
in there.
Toads. I agree with you. She doesn't look like
Probably more
Shepard to
Blue
me, but
Suns.
she's a good looking
Harkin's kind
woman,
of
though.
trapped himself in a corner. He must have something in store for us.
What are you gonna do to Harkin if he won't cooperate?
He's a real criminal, but I need him alive, so I won't do any permanent damage. Just enough to loosen
You still
his
planning to kill Sidonis when we find him?
Somebody's
That's the
going through
plan.
these choices really
It'll be
quickly.
quick and painless. Unlike everyone he betrayed, he'll be spared the agony of a slow death.
Yeah, she's
more
good
than he
looking.
deserves, but as long as he's dead, I'll be satisfied.
Well, there's one way to find out.
Right behind you.
Right behind you. I'm so happy you're back.
You were close, but not close enough.
So, Fade. Couldn't make yourself disappear, huh?
Come on, Garrus.
really well.
We can work this out. What do you need?
What do you need? He needs
I'm
to
looking
shave
for
that
someone.
monk
Well,
thing
I
off his
guess we
head.
both have something the
It's like
other
a
one
monk
wants.
tonsure.
We're not here to ask favors, Harkin.
You don't say.
You helped a friend of mine disappear. I need to find him.
I might need
You guys, I need to make
a
some little
more
emotes that are
information than that.
stupid
His name was
versions of my
Sidonis.
face.
Turian came from
I think that would be
I
funny.
know who he is, and I'm not telling you squat.
I haven't done it yet, but I need because I need to
Harkin,
figure
this
it out.
doesn't have to be hard.
Screw you.
Screw
I don't give out
you.
client
And not
information.
in a
It's
good
bad
way.
for business.
You know what else is bad for business? A broken neck.
All right. Get off me!
Get off me.
Terminus really changed you, huh, Garrus?
No, but Sidonis opened my eyes.
Yeah, Garrus is becoming
arrange a meeting.
toughening up.
Going?
I'm going. Yeah, I do need to focus on that crystal. There's several things I need to focus on, but I don't know how to make
Yeah,
the
it's
little
me.
emojis. I can figure it out.
There's a chance your identity may be compromised. That's why I'm calling. I'm sending an agent. Where do you want to meet? All right, he'll be there. Don't worry, I got it covered.
This guy just looks shifty.
It's all good. He wants to meet you in front of Orbital Lounge, middle of the day. So, if our business is done, I'll be going.
I don't think so. You're a criminal now, Harkin.
And you
So
need to wash
what?
your face.
You're just gonna kill me? That's not your style, Garrus.
Kill you? No. but I don't mind slowing you down a little.
Let's say,
Maybe
do
you'll
it.
see some blood trail to follow.
Bastard!
You can, yeah. I'll have to look into it.
We're done here.
I mean, the personalized one where they take a photo of you or whatever. they do, I
Sedonis
don't
better
know
be
what they do.
there, or I'm coming back to finish the job.
I'm old. I just want someone to hand me that stuff, and I'll hand them money for it.
Harkin's a bloody menace. We shouldn't have just let him go. He deserved to be punished.
He did?
Getting a little worried about you, Garrus. You were pretty hard on Harkin.
You don't think he deserved it?
This is not like you.
What do you want from me, Shepard? What would you do if someone betrayed you?
I'm not sure, but I wouldn't let it change me.
I would have said the same thing before it happened to me.
It's not too late. You don't have to go through with this.
Stupid helmet off.
Who's going to bring Sedonis to justice if I don't? Nobody else knows what he's done. Nobody else cares. I don't see any other options.
Let me talk to him.
Talk all you want, but it won't change my mind. I don't care what his reasons were. He screwed us. He deserves to die.
Have fun, Andy.
I understand what you're going through, but do you really want to kill him?
I appreciate
if it's
your
such a thing as
concern,
having fun at the foot doctor.
but I'm not you.
This isn't you either.
Really?
Hi, Christy.
I've
Garrus,
always
the guy I
hated
never
injustice.
romanced. That's why I'm watching
The
this,
thought
because
that
I never
Sedonis
romanced
could get
him
away
either.
with
He's like
this.
my best
Why
friend.
should he go on living while 10 good men
I mean, the kind of
lie
best
in
friend you don't
unmarked
sleep with.
graves? I'm sorry, Shepard. Words aren't going to solve this problem. I need to set up.
Is this every cutscene, like literally every conversational option?
I can get a clear shot from over there.
I don't remember this scene.
What do you need me to do?
Keep him talking and don't get in my way. I'll let you know when he's in my sights. Give me a signal so I know you're ready,
Bane's
and
just
I'll take the
silently
shot.
sitting in the back
You better
seat.
go. You'll be here soon.
See, 28%. People always use default Shep. I am in that 28% and I didn't even vote. Off, Ploppy. Thank you. Didn't need to do that.
Shepard.
I appreciate it
Can you hear
very
me?
much, though.
Loud and clear.
Hey, Ploppy, someday I want you to let me play the
There he is.
multiplayer with you. Just
Leave him over
once.
and keep him talking.
That was nice. Thank you very much. Have a fantastic evening, Ploppy.
Let's get this over with.
You're in my shot. Move to the side.
This won't take long at all.
You one of Harkin's men? I don't remember seeing you before.
That's it. Just keep him talking a few more seconds.
I was told Harkin was one of the best. This better not happen again.
Oh, it won't.
Exactly.
Don't
James just
worry.
third wheeling.
What?
I'm just here to watch.
Shit.
No man wants to be called floppy,
Betrayal
Duchess.
repaid, Sedonis.
I'm just teasing.
That was easy
Yeah,
enough.
it's not crossplay.
Clean and simple.
Oh, it's not crossplay.
Good
I
work.
can't play with
Thanks for
Ploppy
helping
then,
me,
because I'm
Shepard.
pretty sure he plays
Let's
on
get
Xbox.
moving. I need to get away from this place.
Shoot. There she is in her dress.
Shepard.
Boy, she's
Need me
really
for
gunning
something?
for Garrus every time she
Have you
sees him.
got a
She's
minute?
wearing this dress.
Sure, just killing time anyway. I wanted to thank you again for your help with Sedonis. Whatever happens with the Collectors or the Reapers or whoever else comes after us, I know you'll get the job done.
Bye, bye, Ploppy.
You actually think we'll find something worse than collectors or reapers?
I like to expect the worst. There's a small chance I'll be pleasantly surprised.
I couldn't do this without you,
No,
Garrus.
it was funny, Duchess.
Sure you
Trust
could.
me. I'm gonna call him
Not
Floppy
as
from now on.
stylishly, of course.
Just kidding.
It's strange going into a suicide mission on a human ship. Your people don't prepare for high-risk operations the way Turians do.
That is not the dress for that posture.
Honestly, Garrus, what do you think our chances
Really, Shep?
Honestly.
I mean, really? You
The Collectors killed
Try
you
to be a
once, and all they
little
did
more
is piss
subtle in
you
your
off.
gunning
I
for-
can't imagine they'll stop you this time. But an unmapped area, advanced technology, and the Collectors. We're going to lose people.
I'm not
No
sure
way
that would have
around
the same effect on a
Not
Turian
happy
male
analysis,
anyway.
I know. Don't
worry. I won't spread it around. And I'm with you regardless.
I know, right, Christy?
Do you ever regret leaving CSAC or the Turian military?
Not for a minute. When it comes down to it, Shepard,
that
I
is
don't think I'm a very
hilarious.
good Turian. When a good Turian hears a bad order, he follows it. He might complain, but he knows his place. I just don't see the point in staying quiet and polite. Not when the
Yeah, and the
galaxy is at
walking too,
stake.
Crystal. Some of the walking is horrible, especially in Dragon
How do
Age. The way the
Turian crews
female
get ready
walks.
for high-risk missions?
With violence, usually. Turian ships have more operational discipline than your alliance, but fewer
It would
personal
work for
restrictions.
you, but you're not a
Our
Turian.
commanders run us tight, and they know we
That's
need
what
to
I
blow
wear, the
off
hoodie and
steam.
space pants.
Turian ships have training rooms for exercise, combat sims, even full contact sparring. Whatever lets people work off stress.
You mean Turian ships have crewmen fighting each other before a mission?
It's supervised, of course. Nobody's going to risk an injury that interferes with the mission, and it's a good way to settle grudges amicably. I remember right before one mission, we were
You
about to
don't
hit
even,
a
if you're a
Batarian pirate
Turian male,
squad.
your
Very
perception of what the
risky.
sexy parts
This
are on
recon
a
scout
human
and I
female
have been at
would
each
be
other's
completely
throats.
different from what a
Nerves,
human male's
mostly.
idea
She
of what the sexy
suggested
parts on a
we
female
settle it
are.
in
You
the
might
ring.
like her elbows.
I assume you took
You
her
might
down
find
gently.
the back of her neck
Actually,
the most
she and I
sensual
were the
thing in the
top-ranked
world.
hand-to-hand
The
specialists on
top
the
of
ship.
her head.
I had reach,
What's
but
between her
she had
legs might just
flexibility.
be high. He doesn't even know.
It was brutal. After 9 rounds, the judge called it a draw. There were a lot of
Yeah, I've
unhappy
read that,
bettors
Christy.
in the training room. We ended up holding a tiebreaker in her quarters. I had reach, but she had flexibility. More than one way to work off stress, I guess.
Well,
It sounds like you're carrying some tension. Maybe I could help you get rid of it.
maybe I can help you get rid of your tension.
I didn't think you'd feel like sparring, Commander.
Oh, you've embarrassed him.
What if we skipped right to the tiebreaker? We could test your reach and my flexibility.
Okay, you're using his own line.
Oh, I didn't. Never knew you had a weakness for men with scars.
Didn't see that coming.
Why the hell not? There's nobody in this galaxy I respect more than you, and if we can figure out a way to make it work, then... yeah, definitely.
He wants to sleep with her because he respects her that much?
Shepard.
Oh, he finds her waist
Need me for something?
sexy because that's what Turians.
Have you
think
got a
said
minute?
that earlier. I mean, the comment went by and I didn't really process it.
Yeah,
Garrus,
I've
let's
been
talk
thinking
about
about
sex
what we
again.
talked about. Blowing off steam, easing tension. I've never considered cross-species intercourse. And damn, saying it that way doesn't help. Now I
Gotta
feel
make sure I'm not
dirty
drinking
and
if
clinical.
something makes me laugh.
Are
I've
we
had problems with
crazy
that
to even be
before.
thinking about this? I'm not... Look, Shepard, I know you can find something a little closer to home.
A little
I
closer
want
to your
something
own
closer to
species.
home. I want you. I want someone I can trust.
Okay, I get that part.
I can do that. I'll find some music and do some research to figure out how this thing should work.
Ask Dr.
It'll either be a
Solus.
night to treasure or a horrible interspecies awkwardness thing.
Is it weird? I wish Mass Effect had a rejection dialogue like D8, like Vivienne.
In which case, fighting
Oh,
the
my
collectors
darling.
will be a welcome
How
distraction,
hilarious
so,
that you
you
even
know, a
suggested.
win either way.
You know, Garrus, if you're not comfortable with this, it's okay. I'm not trying to pressure you.
Shepard,
No, I'm just
you're
sitting here with
about
my
the
legs wide
only
open in my
friend
leather
I've got
dress,
left
but
in
no
this screwed
pressure.
up galaxy. I'm not gonna pretend I've got a fetish for humans. But this isn't about that. This is about us.
Fetish for humans.
You don't
That's
ever have
funny.
to worry about making me uncomfortable. Nervous, yes.
Oh, I like that too, Crystal.
but
He
never
wants someone he
uncomfortable.
respects who he's friends with.
So when should I book the room?
I'd wait if you're okay with it.
Man, she is
Disrupt the crew
forward,
as
though.
little as possible. and
There's a
take
problem with that,
last
I'm just
chance
saying.
to find some calm just before
These are
the
all
storm.
scenes I've never seen
You
because
know
I've
me,
never
I
romanced
always like to
Garrus.
savor the last shot before popping the heat sink.
That's a double entendre too.
Wait, that metaphor just
Yep.
went somewhere horrible.
I'll let you get back to work.
That's funny.
Right.
Bradley, are you asking
'Cause
me if
I'm
I
in a
ever
great
romance
place to
Caden? I
optimize firing
always romance
algorithms
Caden.
right
That's
now.
why I'm watching Garrus, because I always romance Caden. Okay, these are all scenes I've never seen. Wow. Surely they're not going to show her. Are they going to show her? Oh. No, she's got her dress back on. Of course, because that's what the captain, the Normandy, wears.
Hey, I brought wine. Best I could afford on a vigilante salary.
Is he going to be all nervous now? Does he take his uniform off? I imagine Garrus asking Edie about female human biology and human sex education. Morden does, kind of does, because if you talk to him too much before locking a romance, you get
If you
kind of
were a
not interested in
Turian, I'd be
something.
complimenting your waist or your fringe. So, your
fringe?
hair looks good, and your waist is very supportive. Hopefully that's not offensive in human culture.
Whoa, consider me seduced, smooth talker. Now shut up and stop worrying.
Okay, that's what I want. I want to have somebody compliment me on my waistline.
I've seen so many things go wrong, Shepard. My work at CSEC, what happened with Sidonis. I want something to go right. Just once. Just...
Is this the first big sex scene? Oh, that's actually very sweet and romantic. He's gonna give her a lap dance. What's my favorite squad in the Mass Effect trilogy?
Succession is usually simple, but
I'll be honest and tell you that I generally pick my squads on Mass Effect the same way that I pick my squads in Dragon Age, which you're gonna hate, and that is I pick who I feel like talking to and whose banter I feel like listening to.
I'm on it, Shepard.
I do always, because I generally play, well, that's not true. I usually have a sniper, so but I almost always bring Garrus anyway.
I didn't see you arrive.
Who is your favorite squad?
You're alive.
And then she almost dies in
I'm
the next
hard to
game. It
kill.
went right through.
You should know that.
Good to see you again.
Is she wearing Cerberus armor?
Should be on Palaven.
Why would you wear
If we lose
Cerberus
this
armor
moon,
after
we
you
lose
dumped
Palaven.
Cerberus?
I'm the closest damn thing we have to an expert on Reaper forces, so I'm...
Well, here we are,
advising.
Mass Effect 3.
James,
She got James?
This is
Yes,
Garrus
she's
the
got
Carrion.
James.
He helped me stop the collectors. He's
He's
a hell of a soldier.
Lieutenant, good to see you too, Liara.
Good to see you in one piece, Garrus.
Liara. I've also
General
never
Parenthis
romanced
filled me
Liara.
in. We know who we're after.
I shouldn't even admit that because I'm
Palaven
come off
Command
as not
tells
really
me
a
that
Mass
the next
Effect fan.
Primarch is General Adrian Victus.
For you, it's Ashley and Liara.
Victus. His name's crossed my desk.
For me, it's often Garrus
Know
and
him,
Caden.
Garrus?
I was fighting alongside him this morning. Lifelong military, gets results, popular with his troops. Not so popular with military command. Has a reputation for playing loose with accepted strategy.
Playing
What do you
fast
mean?
and loose with
On
accepted
Tatris during
strategy.
the uprisings, his squad discovered a
You're not missing
Salarian
much.
spy
Ooh,
ring about
Liara's
the
dull,
same
but that's
time
what people
the
say
Turian
about
separatists
Caden,
did.
though, too. People say he's as dull as dirt.
Rather
I don't
than
think that's
neutralize
true.
the
He's
ring, he fell
dependable.
back.
He's
He even
loyal.
gave up valuable fortifications which the rebels took.
Then the rebels attacked the Salarians, and when both groups had worn each other down, Victus
Liara
moved
starts
back
off as
in.
very
Didn't
innocent,
lose a
and I think that
man.
they show that
Bold
really well. I
strategy,
mean, she's very
but
young.
wild behavior doesn't get you advanced up the
Ouch, Ron.
meritocracy.
Ouch, like a dog.
Primarch Victus. That should be something to see.
You think he can get the job done?
We both know conventional strategy won't beat the Reapers. Right now, he
I
could
do
be
think,
our
I'm going to
best
stop this
shot.
for a second. I do think there's something to be said for, I wish I was better at this too, but I do think there's something to be said for if, you know, if you live a certain life, like I live a fairly conventional life, like most people do. So it is fun to get into books and into these games where you can experience a little bit of strange. So that's one of the reasons I think these romances are so awesome. So it would be really good to kind of venture outside of the norm, and Caden represents completely the norm. I get that. I'm talking myself into a renegade male Shep playthrough. I can already feel it. I'm not a fan of Ashley, but I always want Caden, right? So Ashley never makes it off of Vermeer. She always takes the fall on Vermeer.
And I trust him.
Okay, let's get him on the shuttle and get out of here.
Ash is a male-only romance, right?
Can this wait, Joker? We're in the middle of a war zone.
You write fantasy adventures where you do most of your weird.
We got a situation on the Normandy, Commander. It's like she's possessed. Shutting down systems, powering up weapons. I can't find the source.
I need the Normandy standing by.
Have you
We may
guys
to
seen
bug
that
out.
new mod where that very
Should I go back and take a
ambitious
look?
mod that was just written where you can romance Joker?
Garrus, you said you were with Victus
I
this
have
morning?
to kill Caden this time?
Yeah, but we got separated. He went to bolster a flank that was
Ashley
breaking.
seems
Could be
xenophobic
anywhere
and
out
bitchy. She is those things,
We're
but she
trying to
does
raise
grow
him,
over the. I mean, not that I've ever seen it, but I
Incoming
know that she does grow over the
Harvester.
course of the series. Rocco, I romance Ashley only to leave her on Mass Effect 3. Who do you leave her for?
General, tell Primarch Victus will rendezvous here.
Oh my god, all the feels. I played Mass Effect 3 first because I wasn't really. It's just the first one that I was exposed to. Of the two games.
I'm right behind you.
I have played this game so many times, it's ridiculous. Very sentimental about
General
it.
Victus?
Ashley gets a lot of character development when it comes to
Yes.
Mass Effect achievements
I'm
or
Commander
wrongs.
Shepard
Yes.
of the Normandy.
Commander.
If you let her live that
I know
long.
who you are. I can't wait to find out what brings you out here. Vicarian, where did you go?
General Victus.
Heavy Reaper unit on the right flank. I believe your exact words were, "Get that thing the hell off my men."
I see Garrus has new armor.
General, you're needed off planet. I've come to get you.
I'm a brave
It will
one.
take
I can
something
never be
beyond
rude. I just can't be rude to the
important for me to
fictional
lead my
characters.
men or
I
my
have that
Turian
problem
brothers
too,
and
Duchess.
sisters
That's
in
why I
their
was just saying, if I do a
Fedorian was
male
killed.
playthrough on Renegade, I'm going to
You're
have
the
to
new
do it on
Primarch.
stream,
You're
or I
needed
can be held
immediately.
accountable.
Chair
Because in
summit,
private,
represent your
it will
people
not.
in
I
the
just
fight
telling you, it
against
won't
the
happen.
Reapers.
Yes, you have to look it up, Muja. It's a brand new thing. It just came out. Apparently, it's very well done. Took the guy like 3 years to make it.
I'm Primarch of Palaven, negotiating for the Turian hierarchy.
Yes.
I've spent my whole life in the military.
Tally.
I'm no diplomat.
I haven't
I
seen
hate
Tally yet.
diplomats.
War is your resume. At a time like this, we need leaders who've been through that hell.
War is your resume.
You're right.
And honestly, uniting these races may take as much strength as facing the Reapers. See this devastation, Primarch? Double that for Earth. I need an alliance. I need the Turian fleet.
I need the Turian fleet. Oh God, Ron, that's funny.
Give me a moment to say goodbye to my men.
Without
Shepard
him
needs
down
to
here,
get out of that
there's a good
Cerberus
chance
armor.
we lose this move.
Without him up there, there's a good
Bradley, I
chance we
saw the
lose
kid in romance on
everything.
YouTube. It's cool how he cooks Sheps
Look
and
at that.
steaks and Mass Effect.
And they want my opinion on how to stop it?
Ash is
Failed
not
CSEC
xenophobic. She
officer,
just doesn't trust him at first
vigilante,
because she's been
and
taught
I'm
not
their
to.
expert advisor?
Well,
Think you can win this thing, Shepard?
Yeah.
most people
know,
who are
Garrus.
racist
I'm
or
sure as hell gonna give
xenophobic
it
or
my
whatever
best
have
shot.
been taught to be that way.
I'm damn
So,
sure nobody else can do it. For whatever it's worth, I'm with you.
Welcome aboard.
in truth, I didn't want her to get terribly ill
Are you
for
ready,
weeks, so we could
Primarch
fool
Victus?
around, call me old-fashioned. You have to get with her via an
One thing.
emergency induction
Commander, I appreciate
port.
your need for our fleets, but I can't spare them. Not while my world is burning.
An
But if
emergency
the pressure could be taken off
induction
Palaven,
port.
That's a pretty tall order.
we need the Krogan. I can't see us winning this thing without them. Get them to help us, and then
I've
we can
never
help
romanced her. I'm making a joke about the
Krogan.
straw.
Looks like your summit just got a lot more
She says it was
interesting.
worth it, though. If you're good enough, it'll be worth it
I'm
to
seeing
her.
the same numbers myself.
There's a little
Garrus,
pressure performance
Didn't
there.
waste any time getting to
A
work,
performance
I see.
pressure.
After what I've been through lately,
What is with this person having
calibrating
her
giant
wear a
gun is
short leather
vacation.
dress everywhere on the
Gives me
ship?
something
What a
to
way to
focus
give
on.
up.
We're gonna need
Whatever.
you for more than your aim.
Oh, I'm ready for it. But I'm pretty sure
It's
we'll still
sexist.
need giant guns. And lots of them.
Can't argue with that.
Yeah, so, is this the part where we shake hands? Wasn't sure about the protocol on reunions, or if you even still felt the same way about me.
I could
The
use an
scars are
emergency
starting
induction
to
port
fade.
right now.
I remember they drove you wild.
I like
But
the
I
dress
can go
attire.
out
It's
and
not
get
that I
all
don't
new
like
ones
it,
if
but
it'll
she's
help.
on the job and she's the captain
I
of the
haven't
Normandy.
forgotten
I
that time
just
together.
it undermines her
Well,
for her to be running around the Normandy in
I've been
a
doing
short leather
some
dress.
more
When you're
research
going
on
out to
human
dinner, when you're going
customs.
dancing, when you're seducing your man, awesome. That's just my thing.
That's the protocol on reunions.
That's the protocol.
The vids mentioned it might go something like that. I had hoped it would. I mean, I didn't know if...
Yeah, I agree with you, Christy. And when they go out dancing,
I can't
fine.
promise how things will work out. Not with this war. But I missed you, Garrus. I thought about you a lot.
Glad to know my romantic, skills made an impression. Because it's going to take more than Reapers to come between this cross-species liaison.
Speaking of which, you said you're the expert advisor on Reapers now?
It's not as impressive as it sounds. I ruffled some feathers, so they gave me a token title, along with a token task force, so I'd shut up.
How'd you manage that?
Even trashy women
Just
don't wear
followed your
short leather
example,
dresses all the
Shepard.
time.
Yell loud enough, and someone will eventually come over to see what all the fuss is about. Not that they'll actually do anything about it.
Until hell shows up at their door.
Yeah, do they kiss
And they
like
put you in
humans kiss? I
charge.
mean, that's another thing, right?
Not like the old days, is it? Rogue Spectre and C-Sec
My
agents
mouse- oh,
running
sorry,
and
my mouse is
gunning
sitting on top
outside the
of it.
lines, making it up as we went along. We're actually respectable now.
Yeah. I have a feeling that respect comes with a lot of sleepless nights.
Yep.
I can't even count how many lives are depending on us, Garrus.
Well, when things are looking grim, and I'm pretty sure they will, just remember, we're in this together. And if it ends with both of us dying and a giant explosion taking out a Reaper, remember I took the kill shot. Something else you want to talk about?
Oh, there's another question.
You mentioned you still had family on Palaven.
My father is there. Sister, too.
How long's it been since you heard from them?
Long enough to be worried.
I'm sure they're okay.
That's the thing about getting old, Shepard. The platitudes get just as old. Pretty soon, blind hope is all we'll have left. And I hate being blind.
I hate being blind.
I know you don't have any illusions about what we're up against, Garrus. How do you rate our chances?
I know it looks bad now, but I think we can win this, Shepard.
Gosh,
For the
Crystal
first
is a
time since
font
we
of
met,
information.
We're not alone in the fight. It's something I
That is
learned
a
long
extremely
ago in C-Sec.
sweet
An imminent and
scene.
painful death has a way of motivating people. Instead of questioning
The
your
Maoris in
every
New- is it-
word,
no,
whole
I take it back.
civilizations are going to be begging you to save them.
After what's happened to Palaven, you still believe that?
I didn't say there wouldn't be casualties. It's something Turians are taught from birth. If just one survivor is left standing at the end of a war, then the fight was worth it. But humans want to save everyone. In this war, that's not going to happen.
I have
So
to
what's
say
this
the
Reaper task
context of
force you've
getting
been
licked
running?
on the forehead,
After
the
what happened
context
to
would
you
have
out
to be
there in
right for me,
Batarian
but not to be
space, I
like,
knew
what
time was
the F
running
did you
out
just do?
for all of us. The Citadel Council
In the right
was a dead end,
context, it
so
would
I
be
did
fine.
something I never thought I'd do. I went to my father.
He used to work for C-Sec, didn't he? I seem to remember that the two of you didn't see eye to eye.
To put it
I was in a
mildly,
club once years ago.
he still had
Many
heavy
years
pull in
ago
the
when I was
Turian
still young
government.
enough to want to go to
The
clubs.
Primarch, well,
And a
the
guy
old
was
one, was a
trying to
friend
pick
of
up on me
his.
and he was flirting with
So
me
I
and
went to
stuff,
my
and
father and laid
he
out
leaned over to
everything we
whisper
knew about
something
the
to me
Reapers, from Saren
and
all the way to
decided
the
to put his
collector
tongue in
base.
my ear instead. I just
not
about
sure even
punched
I'd
him right off
believe
of his bar stool.
I had to
It was
admit that
gross.
parts of it sounded
Some
crazy.
stranger.
Meeting
Blech.
Vigil, talking to Sovereign on Vermeer. But my father just listened. It's
Crystal.
what he did in his days at C-Sec, putting together all the pieces. If the connections were there, he wouldn't deny them. And he saw
was
what
ooh.
we always knew. The Reapers
That's
glad
about
someone
10
finally
steps over
agreed.
the line when you
He
first
did
meet
more
somebody,
than
even in the
agree.
80s
He
when a
took it
lot
to
of
the
things were pretty
Primarch.
permissible.
I like his style.
Except the Primarch wasn't it. My father kept pushing and finally got him to commit some token resources. And if you call them a task force, it sounds like you did something about it.
What'd you do with him?
As much as I could get away with. And a little more. We hardened our lines of communications, expanded emergency stockpiles across the colonies, improved our early warning detection protocols.
You think it helped?
Not if you
I'd
look
like
like
to think
Hugh
it bought our
Jackman.
fleet some extra time. We'll know when this war is over.
So you can vouch for this new Primarch?
Well, even if I couldn't, you go to war with the army you have.
Not to
Will
get
he
into that
live up
topic
to
too
his
far,
word?
Crystal, but I would agree
I've
with that.
never
I'm
known
not a big
Victus
fan of the
lie,
tongue in the ear
play
thing.
fast and
Usually because you
loose
can
with
hear their
strategy,
mouth.
maybe, but
You
betray
can hear
an
that.
ally. Not his style.
I like tongues, but
Then if
not
he
in the
did
ear.
try,
Okay, that
well,
went the wrong
We'll
direction.
just find another Primarch.
I noticed generals saluting you, Garrus. How far down the line of secession are you these days?
Her hair is not quite
Let's
as red
not
as it
go
used to
there.
be.
Why not? I've seen you in action. Think about it. Primarch Vicarian, honored war hero. Somebody's gonna have to rebuild Palaven when this is over.
Your confidence is inspiring, but it'll have to be someone who knows how to hold a hammer.
That's all for now, Garrus. But stay
Ron.
close. We've got some catching up to do.
You know where to find me. And this time, I can afford the good stuff. There are a few perks to being an expert Reaper advisor.
Deal.
From the hospital. Shepard.
Here she is again, middle of a
What's
war
happening?
zone.
We
Let's go
convinced
visit
the
the
council to
refugees
accept our
in my short
Nowhere else
leather
to go.
dress.
How bad is it?
More dead than injured. 85% killed in action.
Ooh, that's
We'll
bad.
need a morgue soon. Not a lot of flesh wounds when you're fighting Reapers.
Casualties are that high?
Our frontline units are being wiped out, whole platoons at a time.
I almost stepped way
A
over the
single
line
Reaper
and
can
gave
destroy
you
9 or
said
10
something
of them
back to
in
you,
one
Ron, but I
attack.
won't.
That's not war.
I'm gonna be a grown-up,
It's
like the
slaughter.
mother and grandmother that I am.
They're called Reapers for a reason. And these guys found out why.
Do what you can for them.
A few of them might get back on their feet, but the rest... Sympathy is about all we can offer.
Any sign of your family?
I wonder if
Not
she
yet,
finds
but I keep hoping.
Kelly Chambers
about
in this
you?
version.
I'm starting to see some wear and tear.
Yes, she does, Ron. It's one of
Lie.
my complaints about these games. They do it in
been rough.
Dragon Age too.
Well,
They don't give
don't
the
forget to
women
come up
a
for
different
air.
walk than the
And
men,
not
which
just
is
because
very
all
unnatural
these
because
people
women have a
need you.
completely different walk than men
Because
do.
I need you.
Commander, Erdnot Reeve has begun sending troops
And
to
my
Paladin.
example is right
You kept
there,
your end
walking
of the
down the
bargain,
stairs like that
and
in
now
a
I'll
dress.
keep mine. The Turian
Women
hierarchy
just do
will
not
stand
do
with
that.
humanity against the Reapers.
Hello? Are you going to answer? This person who was filming this must have gone to the bathroom right here.
Yes, sir.
And when the
When I
time
put the
comes to deploy
I put the dress on when I know it's the
full
big
measure
romance
of
scene
our
or the
fleet
DLC
will
when I
be
meet up
there
with
for
Miranda for
Earth.
drinks, but that's it. It makes no sense for her to
May the
exactly.
spirits watch over us all.
Maybe she's just. Oh God! Can I
I'll
just say
start
this other
managing
thing too?
Turian
You guys are
support
gonna
right
think I'm
away,
really a
Shepard.
granny,
You
like an
must be
old granny,
exhausted.
Grandma Karen.
I'll sleep when I'm dead.
I hate her posture.
We both know you need a clear head to win a war.
I hate her posture.
There's no room for mistakes here. You should catch some shut-eye. Besides,
I think this is the
I know where
remaster,
you
but I
sleep.
don't.
We'll wake
I'm
you
not
if
sure
anything
because
comes
I
up.
should have looked to see when it was filmed.
If you insist.
I know it
All
is a
right,
grandmaster,
right.
but can I just say, really great
Never thought I'd see
posture
the
is
Krogan and the Turians
sexy.
team up. Even the Reapers have to be a little nervous about pissing them off.
I'd say more than a little.
I'm sorry about, not Morden.
His name was Paddock.
Not Morden. I'm sorry about not Morden.
Yeah, I guess it was.
Hello, Joker.
So now that we got the Krogan and the Turians, what now?
The Krogan help
This has
us
gotta
turn
be
the
the
tide
remaster. It
on
looks
Palaven.
better than
They can
the
shoot
other
at something
version.
useful for a change.
Dig till we hit daylight, huh? Works for me.
So how does it feel knowing Krogan will be singing songs about you until the end of time? I'd think it would be an honor.
There's enough misery in this universe. Nice to see something go right for a change.
Now tell me that my
You
waist
sure?
looks supported
You looked
again.
a little off down there on Tachanka. Everything all right?
Just felt bad for
Well, I'm
Paddock
thinking it
Wicks.
is the remaster, Anthro.
Can't say I've ever
And
really
and
witnessed
Joker
history
looked a
in the
lot better than
making
he
like
does in the
this.
original version too.
Well, except for Sovereign attacking the Citadel, and then there was the Collector base, but this one felt good. I just hope Reeve remembers his history.
I like the
I don't
long
wanna be
pregnant
back on
pauses in the
Tachanka
romance
someday
scenes, but in that
ending
particular
another
room, I didn't
war.
think that was the
We'll just have
the
to see what
area. That was
happens.
not the space for a
I know,
pause. Didn't
it's a
seem to
chance
me.
we have to take, but I have
From
to
a story
say, if it wasn't
perspective.
my own world that needed the help, I might have looked for a way out.
That would have been tough to live with. Tricking an entire species
That's true,
like
Suzanne.
I'm not saying you wouldn't need ice in your veins, but I doubt Wicks would have gone along with it.
that? No. He wouldn't.
Have you not played Dragon Age yet, Anthro? Please tell me you've played it. Dragon Age? I mean Mass Effect.
Shepard.
Either one, but Mass Effect.
Hell of a day. Udina loses his mind. The Citadel almost falls.
I'm
And
going
you
to ask
almost
for a
had to put
Steam
down a
Direct
friend.
for my birthday, which is
Got
in
a little
about 6
tense there?
weeks.
If it had come down to it.
And I'm going to get this
Could
game
you
on
have
it, even
pulled
though I
the
have it
trigger?
in other versions.
If they hadn't backed down, yes. This war is bigger than any one person.
I'll remember that next time we have an argument. Still, I'm glad
Oh, I
Caden
didn't
didn't
see
have
that.
to join Ash. Losing
I
one
like
was
Reeve.
enough.
Excuse me, Rex. I like Rex. Reeve's kind of an asshole, although he's not as smart as Rex either. So you can get
Shepard,
around that
glad
in
you
certain
came.
ways.
What'd you have in mind?
Something that doesn't involve fighting Reapers.
Oh, the legendary version's fantastic. It really is.
I don't think they've conquered the bar yet.
I already scoped it out. But then I thought, if this was my last day alive, I'd actually like to remember it.
Well, we've seen her
So?
make several renegade
So,
choices for sure.
I had an idea.
Wow, you know, I have to admit, I've never worn the dress for this. What's coming up next?
Where are we going?
Somewhere we're not supposed to.
Now you're talking.
Ever have that one thing you
They are
always wanted to
fantastic
do
games. I
before
figured you
died,
probably had.
Shepard?
I've woken up with a Turian
I would
next
have
to me.
been shocked if
Still
you hadn't.
trying to make me blush, huh?
Until it works. So what's your one thing?
The whole time I worked at CSEC, I'd stare up at the top of the Presidium and say to myself, I want to go up there. But I never did. There were 137 regulations telling me I couldn't.
So you got them
I
changed?
always let
No.
Garrus win.
Now I
Personally,
just
I
don't
always
give a
let him
damn.
win. I think I maybe not let him win one time, but he's so cute and he's so proud of it.
Figured it's time to do something stupid just for the hell of it.
Wow,
Maybe the
you haven't
last
played
chance
Dragon
we
Age
ever
since it
get.
came out? Have you played all 3 of the games?
It's incredible.
I'd be lying if I said I didn't hope it would inspire a certain mood.
Something on your mind?
I can't see them making Mass Effect the
seemed
movie,
like
but you
you
know what?
needed
This would be a
time
fantastic
to
movie. Damn expensive to make, but it would be
Figure us
good.
out.
Of
Are
course you
ready
never
to
let him
be
win,
a
Shar.
one-Turian kind of woman?
The only thing that made leaving Earth bearable was knowing you were out there somewhere.
I felt the same way. The worst part about the galaxy going to hell would have been never getting to see you again.
Oh.
Well, here I am. Exactly where I want to be. I love you, Garrus Vicarian.
Wow. The vids Joker gave me, well, they never got this far.
That's funny.
There was the part about sleeping together, but this is... I don't know exactly what to do.
He's so cute. He's so
Who
clumsy.
needs a vid when you've got me?
I didn't even know this happened up here. I never get anything but some
Now,
banter and a
before we
shooting
head back,
contest.
There is one thing we're going to settle, once and for all.
Oh, I got through
I'm
Inquisition.
not saying you don't know how to handle a gun, just saying
But again,
some
I
of
wasn't a
us know
super
how to
experienced
make it
gamer when
dance.
Inquisition came out, so I
So,
thought it was
let's find
fantastic.
out
I have
who's
more
really
kind of
the
experience
best
with
shot.
games than I did
There are
when
a few
Inquisition
people in the
first came out.
galaxy who've
Now,
seen me in action, Garrus. They seemed impressed.
Yeah, but I've actually seen you dance, Shepard. No comment.
no comment.
All right, Vicarian, you're going down.
And don't worry, I loaded it with practice slugs for when you miss. That was an easy one. Let you build up your confidence.
It is slow to get
Long
going, Anthro, but
range,
once you
I
get out of the
wrote book.
hinterlands,
Nobody alive can do this, not even
I found the
Commander
hinterlands,
Shepard.
even still when I play
Give
it,
me
the
a tough
hinterlands are like, oh, it's just too many hours devoted to the hinterlands in the beginning. If you do it quote unquote correctly.
I said a tough one.
Step aside.
Step aside.
Do it. Nobody alive, maybe. But technically, I died.
Yeah, well, next time we'll throw in a herd of rampaging cliques, and that's how you separate the rookies from the pros.
Hinterlands. She probably meant Hinterlands.
Shepard.
That's
Never
what
a
I
dull
was
moment
thinking.
when the Normandy's on tour, is there?
Any word from Palaven?
Some, and I don't like what I'm hearing. The Krogan are there in force, but they're just slowing the Reapers down, not stopping them. I'm not sure it's going to be enough.
Hear anything from your family?
If you're going to play it, Antho, you have to make it out of the Hinterlands. The game and story does pick up.
You will.
At that point.
But I did hear from Primarch Victus. He wanted my advice on fleet strength when the Crucible is ready. Still can't get used to people asking me things like that.
What did you say?
I said, at some point, we're going to have to decide if our
I've
fleets
never
keep
played any
defending
80s or
Palaven
90s
or we go
classics.
on the offensive.
Can't do both.
Not with the beating we're taking. Like
Everybody
I said,
keeps telling
not
me
the
to
sort of
play
questions I'm
Coder,
used to answering.
and I just can't
You know what you're
go
doing,
back and
Garrus.
play that
Trust me.
because it's
Everyone can
so
see that.
it's so dated looking now.
But
I
you
know
spend
that it's
so
like a
much time
seminal
on the
game. It's
outside trying to
iconic
get
for a lot
in,
of people.
when you do.
I just don't think I can stand the gameplay
what I
and the way the game looks at this
How
point.
so?
All the questions, and every one of them with a
My
million
first back
lives
playthrough,
riding
I
on
spent
the
way too much
answer.
time in the Hinterlands at
You
first.
do the best you can with what you
That's
know.
exactly what I do,
It's no
Crystal. I
different than
play
the
the
days at
Hinterlands for a
CSEC.
bit. I get some necessary
You're
stuff
right.
done. I get my strength
I'm
built up
starting
enough
to
for that first
understand
fight
why
with
the
Gryphius, and then I
galaxy
get out of
needs
there.
cold-hearted
I go back
dictators every now
later
and then.
and kind of
They
clean
get
some
things
stuff up,
done.
but I get out of the
They don't give a
Hinterlands
damn
as soon
about
as
the
I get to a level
consequences.
that I know I can take on
Suppose that's what
Gryphius
it's
in the
going to
beginning.
take, Shepard. The ruthless calculus of war. 10 billion people over here die, so 20 billion over there can live. Are we up for that? Are you?
If we reduce this war to arithmetic, we're no better than Reapers.
Yeah, but there is
I
the
guess
matter
I
of
can't argue with
extinction, so
that.
in some
You
ways, war
managed
is always
peace
about
between the
arithmetic,
Geth
isn't
and
it?
the Quarians. Maybe there is another way.
There's always a discussion about collateral damage and what collateral damage is acceptable.
Can you feel it, Shepard? Feel the quickening?
Oh, I feel quickening, all right,
Listen, man
Caden.
better say his prayers tonight.
Like, she didn't even talk to him. She just walks out on him halfway through his sentence. Yeah, I've played Dragon Age Origins. I desperately wish they would redo it, though, because that is, story-wise, that is such an incredibly great game. But the combat in that
Any
game
word from
is
your
so
family?
clumsy. And I
They
usually
made it off
skip the
Palaven.
fade.
It was tight, but they're okay.
God, I remember the very first time then you go into
That
the
must be a weight
fade,
off
and you have to
your
get out of
shoulders.
that fade.
It
Oh
is.
God, it took me so
Though this
long to find my
being
way out.
war,
I was a
one
brand new
burden
gamer, so I
replaces
didn't really
another.
understand how mechanics worked. Oh, it was awful. Ever since then,
What
I
happened?
download the mod that lets you
I
skip
just
that
had to
part.
make a tough call with the Primarch. He said our fleets are being decimated, so I advised him to cease
I do get
all
most of the
offensive
fade riffs done,
operations
Christy.
against the Reapers.
A full retreat?
The only way to save Palaven now is to hold our ships back for the Crucible. But if I'm wrong, then a lot of other Turian families won't be as lucky as mine.
That's a hell of a gamble. No other options?
If there are, I can't see them. It all comes down to the Crucible now.
And ruthless calculus.
Oh yeah, I'm on
Speaking
PC.
of which,
I'm
I hear
old.
the
I game on
Salarians are helping
PC.
us
I'm a
out.
mouse and
How did you manage
keyboard
that?
girl. Oh yeah, I can make
Careful
my Inquisitor look
negotiation
like
about
like
strategy.
If that strategy
An
involved
11.
paying a price to save Earth, I wouldn't be one to judge you,
I
Shepard.
change all her outfits, the whole deal. That's probably true, Amphil. Well, I cry in PlayStation whenever I hear of a PlayStation exclusive game coming out, because there are some damn good ones that aren't on
could say
PC.
that.
Like Horizon Forbidden West, can't play it.
a locked gate.
Let's look for a control panel.
Nice outfit. Control panel, right.
All right, well, there's an appropriate moment for the outfit right there. I like how they're
Looking good,
so
Shepard.
original. They put her in,
I did
I
the
can't
best
remember
I
what's her
could
face's
without a
name, in the exact
carapace
same
or a
dress.
crest.
Because nobody would
Your
wear
best has
different
my
dresses in
mandible
those
on
days.
the
Even
floor.
Vicarian has changed his outfit. Gross. She's wearing the same dress as Shepard, but I couldn't give her her own dress.
Just smile and wave, Brooks.
Gotta get in the car now. Finally go
To
home. Not sure if
borrow
I'll make
a
it back during
phrase
stream.
from
If not,
Vega,
I'll see you next time.
You looked
Hey, Toads, thanks so
smoking
much for
in that
coming,
dress,
especially since it
Shepard.
was during work.
You got some
Naughty
looks.
girl.
So did
I'll
I,
see you later.
though the ones directed at me said,
Bye-bye.
how did a Turian like that get a girl like her? And if I know.
What should we do first?
I like that outfit on him. Oh, I thought they'd show her dancing. Oh, they will. This must be the famous scene. Look, I like that outfit better. That black and white one.
So, a Turian on shore leave. You come
I know,
here
right,
often?
Garrus? You've seen the dress the whole game. She never takes that dress off.
Is this that first date thing we talked about?
Look how distinguished
Got
he
it,
looks in the
yes.
black and white. I
Yeah.
like that outfit.
Oh, I come here often. Good place to blow off steam. Scenery's not
Everybody
bad
loves
either.
this scene, apparently. I've only seen clips of it. I've never watched
Though
the
the
whole
view
thing in
front of
context.
me is even better.
That's supposed to melt a girl's heart.
No, but this voice is.
Holy moly.
I'm Garrus Vicarian, codename Archangel. All-round Turian bad boy and dispenser of justice in an unjust galaxy. Also, I kill Reapers on the side. And you are?
Commander Shepard, Alliance Navy.
That's funny.
Shepard, huh? I might have heard a few things about you.
Took you 7 hours to. After that, you found a good walkthrough, memorized it.
Oh. Flatter me.
Yeah, it might have
Word
taken
is
me
you're
that long
smart,
as well, Andy, actually.
sexy,
It was.
a wicked
I did
shot.
not enjoy it, let's put it
Also,
that way.
You kill Reapers on the side, too.
Uh-huh. And do most girls fall for that?
Well, sure, you know. This voice.
He does have a great speaking voice, I'll give him that.
I'm running out of banter here, Shepard.
Make it up. Remember, we just met.
I love it. I love how clumsy
Right.
he is. I
Yeah,
find
I
that
mean-
very cute.
Yeah. All the girls fall for it. Let me show you.
What are you doing?
It'll be fun.
I've never seen this.
Been taking lessons on the side.
And gets to hold on
You're
to
gonna
that
pay for this
supporting
later.
waist. Shepard looks as clumsy as ever. I don't like
Promises,
shoes, but that's okay.
promises.
I will say her posterior looks pretty good in that dress. Ooh. Oh, there it is. There it is. The famous still that you see from everything. So he learned the human tango. That's what he took lessons for and learned. James is like, what the hell?
Now you're getting it.
I didn't realize this scene was this long. James still looks like he's not sure if he approves or not. That's funny. I've never seen this. Okay, that's a pretty good scene.
Tell me, think a girl would fall for that?
His voice is hot. I'll give you that,
Oh,
Musha.
hell
Garrus has
yes.
a hot voice.
I see you've been putting that reach and
Absolutely does.
flexibility to good use.
You know it. And it gets even better when you try it in bed.
Ooh, ow. Okay, that's pretty good. That's one of the better banter
So,
romance
Shepard, you can
flirt
serve
scenes
this
I've
will,
seen
but
from
can
everybody.
you drink it?
Someone has to drive y'all home.
Are we sure the Normandy is still there? Has anyone else tried to steal it? Stealing the Normandy? Now there's an idea.
I still think
Wait.
many of those awkward early
What?
3D games are worth it, though. Metal Gear Solid, Zelda,
I see you,
Ocarina of Time, Mario
Which of us has
64,
four eyes?
Doom. I haven't played any
Trainer,
of those.
you still have your toothbrush?
We can always get another Normandy.
call up Cerberus and ask them to please build us the SR3.
But wouldn't that require you to change your name?
Tally.
Zora von Normandy SR3.
I have to say, I'd have a hard time romancing Garrus when I know that Garrus and Tally have they have totally get a thing going. If you don't romance him, then he gets with Tally, which I think is lovely.
Right about now.
We've seen a lot of good times on the old girl.
That we
And
have.
from a species standpoint, they're a little bit better fit, maybe.
Some of you more than others. I'm just honored to have squeaked in.
To the Normandy.
Trainer and her
Squeaky
toothbrush.
50,000 years later.
And to falling in love with the ship's captain.
Kasumi makes this party drunk.
should bring
Makes
out
this
those
party
moves
fun
more
for me. I was also
often,
reading Tally Drunk is the best. Jack.
Captain on deck!
Captain on deck.
Like this. Shepard is saving the galaxy. You have to forgive a few eccentrics. It's very enthusiastic.
She's not
It is
terrible.
impressive.
Hey, that's my girlfriend.
Exactly, Anthro,
Damn it,
exactly.
almost
That
kept it
scene with
straight.
Garrus was pretty
What is
darn
she doing
good.
with her arms?
Good to see some things don't change.
Well, I like it, Commander. It's good to see you cut loose now and then.
That's right.
Thank you for all your loyalty and support. Oh, what a night. But look who's here.
In full armor still.
Yeah, I hung out.
I like how they could not envision what Garrus's body might look like, so they just left him in his armor.
Body, pretty much all the parts in between.
That's so sexy and romantic, this
Turians
giant
certainly don't lack
metal
for a
armor.
sense of direction.
And you don't lack for places to get lost.
God, you'd knock her teeth out with that big collar thing.
Let's see if anyone else is up.
Let's see, James is... Oh, we skipped all that.
So.
Oh, you guys remember this scene, this
At least we
last
threw one hell of a party.
big gathering before the big fight?
Probably the last one.
That doesn't sound like my girl. You'll find a way to win. And when this is over, I'll be waiting for you.
Oh, that's so romantic. Yeah, this scene always makes me cry too. I'm not
Best
gonna cry
times of
right
my
now, but it
life
does
was
in the
spent on
game.
that ship. Been a damn
It was such a good
ride.
addition. Plot twist: the armor is his body. It's not calibrated to be taken off. That's, you guys are cute. She needs to take that damn dress off to fight the Reapers, though. I mean, really.
Shepard. Thought you might be up here. You know what the best part is about a battle that decides the whole fate of the galaxy?
Winning it?
I was thinking it's a good excuse to remind the ones you care about that you care about them. Want some company?
You read my mind.
Guess I'm getting pretty good at this, but some more practice wouldn't hurt.
Is it her mind you're really trying to read at this point? Now look, she's in a bra and panties. He's probably still in his armor. Bet me $5 he's still in his armor.
Bad dream.
You ever get them?
I tend to expect the worst anyway, so dreaming about it is just a waste of good sleep.
What about now?
I love Thane.
I'm expecting a tough fight. What's bothering you?
Can we ever be ready for a battle like this? Everything we've ever known. It's all hanging by a thread, Garrus.
Yeah, but the truth is, when hasn't it?
This is a better
Every fight
conversation
we've
than you
ever
have with
seen could have
Caden,
been
in my
our
opinion,
last.
even though I love
Every
Caden.
bullet we've ever dodged could have been the one.
There have been a lot of bullets.
And this time around, they're just a little bigger.
I don't know what I'd do without you.
What I like about Garrus, though, is that he's a great soldier, And he's a badass killer when he needs to be, but he actually can have a conversation
Shepard,
like that.
we were just
A lot of
saying
them are
goodbye.
not
And
them, but a lot of
making
times it's
friendly
one-dimensional.
wagers.
Optimistic wagers, in your case.
See,
A
this is where you
Turian
come in and
military
see them
operative
flirting with
competing
each
with a
other, and it's
Quarian
so
mechanic,
cute.
and I'm the optimistic one.
Do you remember Ilos?
Yes, it was filled with Geth, which tilted the odds in your favor.
Excuses, excuses.
I doubt you'll be hacking any synthetics this time.
I still have the shotgun.
I'll be sure to let a few Reaper forces get close enough for you to use
Yeah,
it.
he's very supportive and
Thanks.
strong. But they
Of
made him,
course,
he
if they get past me,
managed to be
they'll
a
be right
macho
on top
male
of you.
type, but also the type
That's
that
what
can
the honor's
communicate.
for.
That's what's nice, because oftentimes
You
it's
two have
one
been with
or
me
the
longer
other.
than most.
He's
You
that
believed in me when
unusual
nobody
and
else
lovely
did.
combination of two.
Thanks.
Kila Salai, Shepard.
Kila
Well.
Salai.
You did give me some incentive.
Yeah, I guess that is what makes him the best. But I think Caden can do that too. They just didn't give him the dialogue.
I want you to coordinate with the Alliance. Make sure we iron out these logistical problems.
Yes, sir. The Krogan don't want to share supplies, though.
Remind Reeve that if he wants to be part of the galaxy again, he needs to act like it. You can tell him I said that.
Shepard. So I guess this is...
Just like old times.
Okay, that's better armor to be wearing.
Huh. Might be the last chance we get to say that.
You think we're gonna lose?
No,
Steampunk
I
November?
think we're
What
about
is
to
that?
kick the Reapers back into whatever black hole they crawled out of.
I've never been to any of those
Then
conventions,
we're going
not
to
one
retire somewhere
ever.
warm and tropical and live off the royalties from the vids. Maybe even find out what a Turian human baby looks like.
I shudder to think what a Turian baby would look
game.
like, to be perfectly
Though I
honest.
think adoption's a better idea.
About to say.
Biology may not cooperate.
I suppose you're right. These scars might be hereditary.
Yeah, she is a legend.
We just have to beat the Reapers first.
James told me there's an old saying here on Earth. May you be in heaven half an hour before the devil knows you're dead. Not sure if Turian heaven is the same as yours, but if this thing goes sideways and we both end up there, meet me at the bar.
Meet
I'm
me at the
buying.
bar.
We're a team, Garrus. There's no Shepard without Vicarian. So you better remember to duck.
Sorry, Turians don't know how, but I'll improvise. And Shepard, forgive the insubordination, but your boyfriend has an order for you. Come back alive. It'd be an awfully empty galaxy without you.
He likes to refer to himself as her boyfriend.
Goodbye, Garrus. And if I'm up
It's a
there in that bar and you're
steampunk
not,
festival in Mansfield, Texas.
I'll
It's
be
the
looking
second week
down.
of November. That would be interesting.
you'll never be alone.
Never.
Did you guys read that thing about that NASA put out that's saying the black hole makes a noise that sounds like a reaper? Isn't that crazy? Andy, you're into some interesting things today. I don't know what teapot racing is. Tea dueling? What the hell? Well, it's much less stressful to watch this being played than to play it. Okay, now what do you think Shepard's going to choose here? What do you think her choice is going to be at the end? It's going to have to be destroy to get the What? What are you talking about? What is tea dueling? You always chicken out and eat the cookie. It feels like you're speaking a different language. Yeah, I think they'll have to pick destroy for this.
You gotta get out of here.
And you've got to be kidding me.
Don't argue, Garrus.
We're in this to the end.
No matter what happens here, you know I love you.
I always will. Shepard.
Ooh, so sentimental. It's not even my playthrough. That. All right, here's the moment of truth. Here's the moment of truth. She's gonna pick destroy. For some reason, I was thinking we were gonna see the conversation. We're not seeing the entire ending. See how the Thane romance is very, very good. I realize you go into it knowing it's doomed, but it's a really good, well written and good romance. Again, a male no, you gotta get down there. A male character that is, you know, he's a badass assassin, but he's also a sensitive poet type. I'm typing myself clearly, but Morden. Or not Rex. I'm so used to seeing Liara holding that plaque. The Thane romance is very good. It's doomed, but it's very good. It's very bittersweet.
And while we still have many challenges ahead of us, we can face them together. And we will honor those who died to give us that future.
Well, Garrus, you're never going to know what human Turian babies look like. And here we go, the controversial scene at the end. Will we see Shepard? That was it. What did you think? You guys have all seen this already, right? Garrus is the only romance character who refuses to put Shep's name up on the wall. He's still hoping she'll be found. Interesting. Because I originally thought that... Oh, no, I'm lying. Because Liara does choose not to work with him. Actually, we saw Tally less in that playthrough than I thought we would. It's weird seeing Caden at the end. See, I think that's completely normal. I would be weird to see Ashley at the very end. Andy, do you always romance Garrus? Is that your favorite romance? I think you said it was. Not that you always do it, but that he's your favorite. I almost always do. You always kill Caden. I always romance Caden in 1, Thane in 2, and Caden again in 3. Sometimes I don't do Caden in 2. Yeah, I have never seen that whole romance. Like that tango scene, first time I've ever seen that whole thing. I've just seen clips of the actual dance and then pictures of that end bit of the dance. That's really funny. Now I'm kind of interested to play Caden again and kind of see what the dialogue differences are. I'll have to watch the... okay, here's a question. Actually, I'll put it in as a poll. Oh, I can't do that. It's a yes or no poll. I mean, I don't feel like typing. If so, who would I romance? Your option says male Shep would be in one. You can, who can male Shep romance? In one, you can do Liara. I'm completely blanking because I've never played as a male. I do have pretty good music taste. I always romance Caden in one, then sometimes I romance Thane in two, and after Thane dies, I romance Caden again in three. But my canon romance is... Well, how is Garrus your canon when you always romance Caden, Thane, and Caden? So in one, it's Ashley or Liara. So if I do a live stream with male renegade Shep, which just seems bizarre for me to even say, who am I going to try to boink? Just to be crude, Liara or Ashley? That means I have to let Caden die. I think I'd have to do Liara, honestly. Might as well get a little strange if I'm playing a strange playthrough, right? And then, is there a romance option for male Shep in 2? Same way your canon romance is Dragon Age of Solace, but I sometimes play through either. You've never heard the word boink? Ron, you know the word boink. It's a euphemism. It's a euphemism. Much like, I don't know, there's lots of them. Buttering your biscuit. Getting some horizontal refreshment. Aggressive cuddling. Knocking boots, jumping bones. What other euphemisms are there? Okay, Miranda or Jack? I've done the Jack romance, living dangerously. I've never done the Jack romance. Rumpy pumpy. Getting a little it's your father. Doing the tube steak boogie. The horizontal mambo. The beast, yeah, that's an old one, the beast with two backs. Cleaning up with the womb broom. Somebody told me that one. All right, I gotta stop. I'm getting gross now. Tally, Miranda, Kelly Chambers. But Kelly Chambers is not really a romance as much as she is a, well, she's a one-night stand, essentially, isn't she? Now you sound like Ogren. In Dragon Age, it's always Alistair, 100% of the time, Alistair. In 2, I never romanced anybody, and in 3, it's Cullen. Yeah, she's a fling. That's the word I'm trying to use, a fling. Sorry, I blanked out on what is it when it's just like friends with benefits type person. She's a fling. She's a fling, and Trainer, you could have Trainer as a fling too, can you not? Maybe Trainer is a one-night stand. Isn't she just a shower scene and sex? I can't remember. Oh, and Diana Allers. She's also a fling, right? I've never done any of them. No? Alistair, Fenris, Cullen, or Blackwall. I did the Blackwall romance my very first time playing Dragon Age Inquisition because I basically accidentally locked myself into a romance with him, so I went ahead and did it. But he's not my favorite. My favorite's Cullen. Trainer is a full romance? I did not know that. Oh, Trainer goes both ways. Okay. Oh, Trainer's femme only? I did not know that about her. But I've never I've never done any of the homosexual romances, not because I have an issue with it. I just haven't because it doesn't feel authentic to me. But they probably would be pretty interesting romances. Like I've watched in Dragon Age, I've watched the Dorian one, which is lovely. I mean, it's not lovely. It's kind of cheeky, haha, but I like it. It's well done. And the Sarah one is funny. I did Solus the very first time I played. No, I did Blackwall by accident the first time. Then I did Cullen, and then I did Solus because I wanted the Solus story. And I couldn't do Solus in my first couple because I wasn't running an elf. I was running a human. And of course, Solus is quite particular. Yeah, Doran's romance is amazing. Trainer sounds like she's flirting with male Shep sometimes, but clearly she's not. Who, Solus is sweet with an elf? He's lovely, but you know, it's another one of those bittersweet romances, right? But I did Solus as a female elf inquisitor specifically so that I could do Solus's romance the first time, not knowing how that turns out. And I think everybody should. Everybody who's into the Dragon Age series should play Inquisition one time as a female elf, and you should romance Solus because you get all these dialogue options and lore drops that you will not get any other way. I need to play Dragon Age 2 again. I'll be perfectly honest with you guys and tell you that I've only played Dragon Age 2 once, and I didn't romance anybody. I have it loaded on my computer too. It'd be easy to play it. I just haven't done it. Too many other games going on. But I think I am going to do a male Shep Renegade playthrough. You only romance Isabella. So many storylines I haven't seen. How did I manage to shut my... I'm not going to do, for my personal, from who I am, I can't do a male Shep Caden romance. That won't work for me because to me, Caden, in my playthrough, in my story, Caden is heterosexual because it doesn't work for me otherwise. That's just me. I don't have a problem with him being whatever in other people's games, but that's why the games are individual. So I can't do Caden as a male. It won't work for me. Yeah, that's the problem too, Anthro, with all this talk about people wanting a remaster for Dragon Age. Dragon Age has the lore, the world history, and the setting is continuous through the 3 games, but you're playing 3 different characters. As opposed to Mass Effect, which obviously has the world and the setting and the lore, but you're following one character all the way through. It's easier to provide continuity when it's the same story and to tie the 3 games together. Dragon Age has a little bit of a challenge, I think, in that regard, which is why one of the reasons I think they're probably not ever going to do remaster. I think they've said they won't. Male Shepard Renegade is awesome. Take a look at what happens with your crew playing Renegade. Well, and isn't the Renegade the one where his Shepard goes all weird looking too? His eyes turn red and the face gets all cracked and stuff after Mass Effect 2? That's an effect of the Renegade, right? Am I wrong about that? Well, now you've got me intrigued, Crystal. I'm tempted. I'll have to fire up in all my extra time. I'll have to fire up Dragon Age 2 and Romance Fenris. You can get the fixed though? Oh, you mean you can get your skin fixed? I didn't know that either because I never have that side effect develop because I'm always a goody two shoes. Oh, you can fix it with an upgrade in medical so you don't look really weird in Mass Effect 3. I would do that because how I look is important to me. I mean, you know it's important to me. Yesterday, Crystal and I had an entire conversation about Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon, which is a total military game. Who cares what the characters look like? We had an entire conversation about the looks of your NPC squad mates, because they're all men. And I thought, I bet you there aren't a lot of people who've had a whole entire conversation about what the behinds look like on your squad mates in a game like that. All right, well, if I do Dragon Age 2, it'll have to be Fenris, I guess. Fenris' storyline is very interesting as well, and so is Kara's. Okay, that's intriguing. Definitely. Well, I had a good time with this today. You know what is nice about this format is at least I get to see content I haven't seen before. I agree, Crystal. Good-looking squad mates are important. I say that because I am your squad mate in Destiny. So you're welcome. Anyway, I thought this was fun today because I get to see storylines I haven't seen before. But even better, I get to actually look at chat and talk to you guys. That was completely different for me. Usually I'm trying not to die in some, increasingly stupid ways while keeping an eye on chat, which doesn't work super well for me. So I had a good time with this. And hopefully you guys did too. So if we do another one of these streams where I watch another, doesn't have to be Mass Effect either, but if I watch another playthrough of somebody's romance, we'll have to pick who it's going to be. Maybe Ashley's romance, since I always kill Ashley off in the first game. I don't know. What do you guys think? Think about it and let me know. I thought this was fun. Yeah, I mean, it makes it easier for me. It's fun. I get to know you guys better. It was good. Okay, I'm going to shut this down for the day because it's hot. Yeah, Stray was hard to play. It was hard to play, for sure. Or I guess you can do one of those dealies where you do a premiere where I play the game myself and then I watch myself play the game and talk to you guys about it. We could do that too. But yeah, this is a better way to get to know you guys. More fun. At least for me, it's more fun. Anyway, I need to turn my fans back on because look, I'm shiny. It's hot in here. I need to go. I had a lot of fun with you guys. Thank you so much. I hope you will, come back, like, subscribe, all that crap that I'm supposed to say. Have a fantastic afternoon. And today's Wednesday. I don't think I'll stream tomorrow because today's Wednesday, but I'll be back to Tuesdays and Thursdays next week. So it would be better for me to be on a regular schedule so that people can plan around a normal, reliable schedule. Cheers. Thanks so much for coming. See y'all later. Bye.